Welcome back, all you beautiful adventurers of the Orphan Guild. It is I, your host, the D&D Orphan, back with another episode of Whispers from the Abyss. The end of Season 1 draws closer and closer with each Sunday, as where we left off last week, a goal that had been in long since strive was finally achieved. The session before last, the group had finally felled the evil ruler of the Outlaws' Refuge, the Kingpin, freeing his brother Gorb from his mental prison, allowing him to take his true form and unleash fury upon the sniveling bastard that was the Kingpin. The group managed to beat him by some scrupulousous means. If you're interested in that, please go check out those previous sessions. I'll have a card up now. And as always, we are joining back in with our group, who has now come in with a plan led by Tyriel, their quest giver and essentially narrator of this story. My talking voice, essentially, my personification within the story. He has planned with the group that a great feast will be held within the tavern tonight. And within this feast, a certain someone will be invited, Priest MAXI, who was found out to not only be helping the Kingpin with the Outlaws' Refuge, but also collaborating with the BBEG of this campaign, the mysterious Dark Mage, only known currently as Shineburst. JD Shineburst. So, with that, the group began to train and relax for today, venturing. Hey, buddy, hold on. I know you're stuck in the. There you go, buddy. You're stuck in my chair. Oh, poor buddy. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, my fucking cat got his claw stuck in the chair and started freaking out.
We could
Um.
actually hear him on mic.
Oh, poor buddy. Oh, they heard you. But yeah. So the group decided to begin spreading the rumor of the feast along with training for the day, getting their long wanted downtime finally in. Fucking Tylee. Shineburst. What is this, My Little Pony? I think someone in the campaign said the same fucking thing. I think someone here said that exact
I
same thing.
mean, we also had a My Little Pony reference 2 sessions ago with the power of friendship.
My God. Yeah, right. Yeah, there was that whole power of friendship bit we did as well. So, yeah, I guess My Little Pony's having some theme work in this goddamn campaign. Fuck off. No. But anyway, uh, with that information gathered that he was working with the Dark Mage, they then planned to out him, expose him in front of not only all of the followers of the town that he has gathered, but as well as everyone else at the same time to finally get his grasp over the upper part of the city, New Tristram, where we are located, finally freed. As if anyone's tuning in new, of course, I see definitely some new people in the chat. The priest Maxi took the Church of Justice throne from Tyriel by force when this mysterious war started. Um, and after that, Priest Maxi then made New Tristram entirely unhospitable to anyone non-humanoid. There's a few that have managed to brute force their way in without care for this policy. Rock, a dragonborn, he having such powerful strength and stature, anyone who dare say anything to him would just be slapped into non-existence, as well as all of the party's conspirators and allies, Garath, Sarkoth, Gorothra, all of these folks, as well as a half orc by the name of Ray, who is over here. Half orcs being treated a little bit more kindly because of their more human nature, but races such as goblins, as trolls, ogres, orcs, full-blooded orcs, anything of the sort was forced into this outlaw's refuge. Now, that is no longer going to be the case because they will defeat Priest Maxi and free this town from this awful rule. So, with that, we will now introduce our cast of characters, starting at the very top. As always, we have the amazing Atlan.
Hi guys, I'm Atlas. I play Atlan, the Wood Elf Blood Moon Cleric.
From there, we have the great Godak.
Yo, this is Mark. Play Godak, Wildfire Druid Turtle.
From
And
there, we have one of our newest players, the enamorous Emmy.
Hi, I'm Kareem. I play Emmy, the the bard glamour, college glamour, wood elf, high elf. Sorry.
Mhm. And from there, we have another original player, the vicious Vadagar.
Hi, I'm Twisted. I play Vadagar, the Dwarven Stone Sorcerer.
And last but certainly not least, our other newest player, Never Resting Nessa.
Howdy, my name is Nessa. I play the variant human Battlemaster fighter.
And as always, if you enjoy our group's adventures and our shenanigans, please make sure that you have that notification bell ring. Every time I upload, you'll be notified so you can watch our latest sessions as well as my other sessions. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Helps the channel out a lot. You have no idea. We're on the way to monetization. Every single sub helps out immensely. And last but certainly not least, please make sure to smash that like button and comment down below your favorite part of today's episode. Maybe a funny bit, something you really enjoyed. And from here, now let's hop into today's session. First, we are going to topple the bus speaking. I can't do it. We are going
It's
to
hard, we know.
we're going to tackle a topic. Someone commented, Godak, do you have a pet turtle? Isn't that turtle slavery? What do you have to say about this, Godak? I would like your input. You're being called a turtle slaver because you have a turtle slave.
As a turtle.
technically, it's an elemental spirit
All right, there you go. There's your rebuttal.
in the form of a turtle.
There you go. There's your rebuttal. Enough said. Yes, in fact, it is not actually a real turtle, everybody. It is indeed a elemental summoned by his druid abilities. Yeah, Tylee said, "Oh, okay, perfect." Yeah, solves
I mean,
that
if we
problem.
want to talk about slavery, I have a literal fae.
Yeah,
Like,
let's talk about the fucking pixie, right?
let's
Who
talk
you,
about
let,
the
who you
pixie.
refuse to let die.
Yeah, the pixie.
Yeah.
The pixie who has been revived on numerous occasions, and after being revived each time, says, "Let me die." Yeah, so that's probably the bigger issue. Oh, and also the Kingpin, the bad guy of the Outlaw's Refuge, they destroyed his soul and turned his body into genuinely a ferret, and Emmy has decided to just keep that ferret as a pet.
Yeah.
So,
What?
also, the remains of their NPC ally exist within the ferret because the Kingpin turned into a dragon, ate their ally, and then was turned into a ferret, and Straw was forever lost, unable to be revived because he now exists in the Kingpin's stomach.
Just out of curiosity, what CR was Kingpin? Because I can technically, well, I might technically be able to polymorph him back into something of the same CR as Kingpin.
Kingpin CR was, I think, 32.
Oh, so up to a CR 32 creature.
Yeah, exactly. So no.
So no.
So no, as they had said.
Right, good to clear
the
that
DM
up.
just hinted. The DM just hinted that it's still in the stomach of the ferret, meaning that if you do polymorph the creature
No,
in something
actually,
the
that's
size,
not
like
what I
a
was
whale or something, to spit it out.
I was hinting at something, but I was not hinting at that.
Right, but I'm just saying that if you turn it into something like a whale or something like that, you can have it spit it out, and then we'd have
For
the
example,
corpse of
Emmy, the
Straw.
ferret used to be the Kingpin's body, and his soul was shattered. Yet you know this ferret has a soul. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Okay, okay. Well, it's been more than a minute now, so we gotta wait for resurrection.
But yeah, so yeah, there is the ferret has a soul, which makes no sense because the Kingpin's soul was shattered and his body was simply turned into that of a ferret's. So why does the ferret have a soul? That is the question you must answer.
Because it's a living being.
Yes, but you can't create a living being out of a dead thing.
No, I know. It's because straw is in there.
Oh, thank God! I really thought so that it wasn't being understood for a minute. I was about to say,
no,
no,
no, I,
no
I
way!
knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. I wanted to take the
Thank
piss.
God. Okay, yes, yeah. The fucking
I even mentioned that it's been more than a minute, so
yeah, Straw Soul
we
has,
gotta wait for someone with resurrection.
yeah, Straw Soul has become one with the ferret. He has taken the ferret's. You notice that the ferret was ready to be friends with you right off the bat. It's almost like as if it already knew you.
Does it?
Yeah.
So whenever the ferret starts coughing up hairballs, do you see like itty bitty bits of magic equipment come out?
his little poops of tiny little pieces of armor.
Yeah. Oh, there's his bracers.
Yeah.
Riz-
Eventually, we'll just have a full set of
his
monkey
bracer,
equipment.
because of the size difference, because of the size shrinkage, all of his equipment shrinks too. So his bracer is just like a pair of rings. They look like you could put them on your finger, like finger armor.
Oh, they could fit Lila.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, that's fucking hilarious.
Suddenly Lila has braces of defense.
Covered in brown.
Yeah.
All right, with that, we pick up today's session. Finally getting all the joking and the fun out of the way, we can start the drama and the suspense. It is about 2 hours until the party. Not enough time to do any downtime, but enough time to plan, prepare for the event itself. What does everyone want to do? Oh, first off, Nessa, we're gonna start off with you. Nessa, you yawn, stretching your arms out, looking down. You see yourself resting in your own bed comfortably. You don't think any of it for a second until you start to remember the events of the last day. Oh right, I was fighting a dragon. Oh right, I was fighting a dragon. Got knocked out, and then you realize, how the fuck did you get here? What do you do?
I stumble out of bed, groggy, and tired.
You stumble out of bed. Squawkbeak looks at you. And just,
Squawkby!
caw! He just gives you a caw.
Oh,
Flaps it over to your shoulder.
oh, it's good to see you, my friend. I'm glad that you are safe.
Yeah, you didn't even take him into the fight. You left him here. So it was easy for him to be safe. I have attached to you. You're good.
Thank you so much.
So Squawkbeak flies to your shoulder, perching there, and then sits ready for the day's adventure. What do you two do?
We head on out. I sort of catch up with Squawkbeak, tell him all that happened.
And as you begin to talk to Squawkbeak and you exit into the hall, you find that the private quarters are entirely empty. Everyone seems to be elsewhere. It's very quiet.
Sort of head on out.
And wait, as you get to the doorway, the secret exit to enter into the tavern and leave the private quarters, the very opposite end of the hall, you hear an old voice calling to you. A very familiar sound of a wizard. Nessa. What do you do?
Turn around immediately.
You turn around looking to find who called you, but there's nothing there.
Is that... I just sort of call out. Is that you, Lucindor?
As you say that name, a little golden circle right in front of your face, just about the size of a quarter, begins like the Doctor Strange portal begins to spin. Sparks begin to fly off of it as a little portal begins to open. It doesn't grow in size. It stays exactly the size of a quarter, and you see a little eye snap in front of it. Naza! And then quickly, the portal collapses in on itself.
Nessa just starts going back and forth like frantically.
You
I
recognize
run.
the pupil without a doubt. You recognize the pupil, and then the voice that called to you, like it went from being his pupil, his eye, to like his mouth, like trying to stick his lips through the portal. No, sir! And he calls to you. The wackiness of the character that I'm imagining him to be, because I don't really know him, obviously.
He is so insane. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I figure a man like that would try to stick his mouth through a portal. Yeah, so
Oh my goodness. Nessa sort of just frantically runs out the secret entrance
the bookcase.
towards the first
The
person
bookcase
that she would see.
it fucking slams open like fucking it's like a bookcase that you kind of push forward and slide out of the way to reveal the secret entrance, and you just it fucking just I imagine there's a lot of loud thudding as you come tumbling out, looking frantically at the rest of the party. What do you say?
Circle, big circle. Could see eye, and lips, and then the circle had voice, but the voice was of my best friend, my best friend. And then I go to my back shield, and I'm like, Lucindore's alive.
Oh my god. Everybody, you snap your heads to of the bookcase thudding open. Nessa tumbling out, nearly falling over the first chair in her way, gives you this frantic speech and just like starts looking at her shield, lost gaze. What do you all say? Take a funny die, by the way, Nessa.
Oh, Nessa, you're awake. Come join us.
That's it.
I mean, no reason to draw to their obvious mistake.
But portal. I random circle. Similar to the gold hue.
Nessa, you were right there.
I must have. Forgive me. Sorry. She just puts the back shield back on her back. How did I get to my room?
Oh, who was it we had carry him?
Riley carried you
her.
back.
Aye.
Right.
The little dwarf sitting in the seat in front of you turns to you and says, "Aye, Nessa. Seems like you're still half asleep. I carried you, buddy. You doing all right? Did you hit your head? I am a short feller. Did I knock you into a few posts and didn't realize?"
I don't. I mean, I do feel a little groggy.
Tyrael looks to you and he
But-
says, Nessa, please, just come sit. Explain. What are you frantically telling us about?
I could be just in back in my in what we call telling a flat-faced fucking lie, but I saw the pupil of my wizard friend, and he screamed my name, and it was like a golden hue in a circle, and I could see his eye through that circle, and it was like similar to the golden hue that I sort of saw.
The horn's magic. Do you think your friend is talented enough in the arcane that he was able to tap in and monitor for a frequency, a radiance, that magic of the horn, and using what remnants he could find in the realm tracked you here? Do you really believe your friend to be that talented?
Uh, he did say he was the thurgist wizard. He just tries to say theurgist wizard. And it's just like, yeah, the one about the gods. He studies that one.
Oh, so specifically godly magic. That, well, it seems you may have an easier time getting home than the rest of your allies. If someone is attempting to pry their way into here, we could even potentially have assistance in this problem. But at the same time, if a doorway is open to your home, Nessa, that could allow the Dark Mage's forces to enter as well. If this friend of yours attempts to reach out again, warn him of this danger. I do not want to see an unprepared realm such as ours face this crisis again.
She nods knowingly.
I mean, that's possible, but I point at my shield. Well, my father came with me with my shield as well, so perhaps it was linked to you when you came here in the first place.
No, your father didn't come here with your shield. Your father was in a gem. He was pulled here forcefully.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yes, and your father, you say this, and your father says, "Well, son, I don't know if that's entirely true. To be honest, I don't know how I got to this realm in the first place. I simply opened my eyes and found myself trapped in that gem. And then your ally and you shattered it, and I found my way into your shield. Maybe this mage is of the habits of playing mind games. Manipulation."
Well, it definitely makes sense.
Aye. Especially from what you... Of course, this whole conversation's happening in Vatigar's head. None of you can hear what... He just says, "Aye, of course," out loud. And everyone hears this, and they just look to you like, what? Huh?
Yeah. If we were to amplify your voice, Nessa, could we perhaps warn them without them having to try to contact you first, do you think?
First. Ooh. I like where you're going. Nessa just sort of
That
giddy
is
with the idea.
very... That is very... Maybe... And he looks down to the horn, and he grabs the horn, and he says, "It does call through the realms. Maybe if we can make some adjustments to it, we could have it call to a
I
specific realm."
I might actually have something to help with that. And she pulls out Mike, her radio staff. How do you think this could help? As she pulls out this like very, very tall staff, it should be around, I think it's 4.5 feet.
Oh, yeah, it's a tall staff. Yeah, it's definitely like half.
Oh
an
yeah,
inch.
it's over.
like-
It's over 4.5 feet.
Yeah, it's a tall bitch.
Yeah,
And you pull it
and
out.
that
and-
has a
Where
microphone.
the fuck were you
Yeah,
hiding
she's
that?
got some. Yeah, she's got some length.
It's very clearly pulled out from a bag of holding.
Also, everyone has infinity pockets because of the inventory system.
Oh yeah.
I have two, so you can just pull shit out of your pockets and just like a sword. Hello. But anyway, you pull out the staff, and Tyrael looks to it with a glared eye, with a raised eyebrow. I mean, and he says, "This is... We probably need brood for something of this sort, but I do believe this is best handled on another day. I think Priest
Yes, of
Maxi
course.
is probably the concern for now. Nessa, sit. Allow us to get you up to date on what is happening with Priest Maxi. Emmy, Vatigar, Atlan, please, one of you. My voice is very hoarse. Tell Nessa what our plan is."
Did Tyrael ever give you back the paperwork, or does he still have it so that he can expose him?
Yeah, he's got it because you told him to do it. So, anyone want to catch Nessa up on the plan? Vatigar? Atlan?
I'd say since Atlan wasn't very involved in crafting the plan in character, he probably wouldn't be the best one to explain it.
That's a fair point. Vatigar?
I
Emmy?
guess it falls on Emmy now. Unless Radagard will do it.
Can you guys hear me? Oh,
Here we
shit,
go.
sorry.
Yep.
My remote, my batteries died. I was
Ah,
in the
that's
process of asking,
why.
did he give you back the paperwork, or
No,
does he still
you
have it to
told
expose him?
you told him to do the exposing, so he's gonna hold on to
Yeah.
that and do the whole thing. Yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, we Sir Gall did some looking into Maxi and uncovered some evidence, and I'll point to the sheets that Tyrael is holding. Tonight Tyrael decided that we should have a feast and expose him in front of everybody.
May I see the evidence?
Tyrael, of course, yeah, he hands it over to you. He hands you a stack. It's a journal that you can tell it's magically bound, like it was created via magic. And in this journal, there's just each page is pages after pages of private letters between Priest Maxi, the Kingpin, and the Dark Mage. Some of them even admitting stuff like that the temple was out of food, and to continue to feed their people, they used the Kingpin's source of food, which was human dead bodies, of course. So the Kingpin supplied the church with a bunch of human meat, and the church then fed the village, or at least anyone who ate at the temple with their free meals, because the temple offers free meals for everybody. Everyone was eating human meat for a period of time.
After Nessa seeing that, would hand it back to Tyrael and be like, "I think I've seen enough."
Yeah.
It's grotesque stuff, yes. But we do plan on exposing him tonight using voices so loud that he cannot ignore nor shush them.
Aye, and Tyrael looks to you and he says, "And we as well will make sure that the rats cannot run. The table Riley, Mortem, and Willow sit at," pointing over to the table to the left. "We will call that the church's luxury table. Something of a better name. I'm not the best when it comes to that. But we will we will have them all sit there, and some of you will wait behind the bookcase, while some of you will sit around the fire. And when the time comes, I wish each and every one of you to aim your weapons at them and hold them in place, so that as I expose them, they might not run or attempt to destroy such evidence."
Okay.
You said this dinner commences in approximately 2 hours.
Aye.
Ooh, what is gonna be served? Nessa says.
Old Bill speaks up. "I've got lamb, roasted pork,
Got
beef,
fish.
and of course I've got fish."
Ooh.
It's old Bill. Of
Definitely
course
need
he's
that
got
for my
fish.
grogginess. I definitely need that for my grogginess. I'm definitely gonna need that.
Oh, so I've never taken the time to really point this out, but if you notice old Bill's token, he's got a fish that just chills on his shoulder. That's not a dead fish. That's just a straight alive catfish. Apparently it can breathe out of water. It just sits on his shoulder all the time, just breathing, just chilling. It's like its pet.
Oh my god,
Right.
that's amazing.
And with that, noting the coming battle, Emmy pulls out 4 potions. She hands you, Nessa, a potion of superior healing, 2 potions of superior healing, and an elixir of health.
Why?
That I found in the Kingpin's lair. She hands Vadagar.
So hold on, let me get this right. It was a potion of healing.
Superior healing, yes.
Superior healing. 2 of them.
2 of them, and a potion and an elixir of health.
And an elixir of health. That's what it was. That's what it is.
Yeah, and to you, Adlin, she hands you a potion of maximum power.
Thank you so much, Emmy.
Oh yeah, right. I just let you choose the potions because I wasn't gonna take the fucking time to do that stupid shit.
Yeah, no. So I chose some potions I thought would fit with our
Oh
party.
yeah, that would make that's fine. I don't. You like I said, I let you just choose. I think it was like what any uncommon potions
really
or something.
do
Rare,
think
rare.
that-
Yeah.
Makes sense. Right.
Oh,
Tyrael does look to you, Emmy, and he says, "I do not hope it will actually come to combat. I believe that once we show these documents to his followers, even his most loyal of followers will fall from his aid. I do not believe anyone will continue to respect him unless they already know the truth, which I believe the only man who may know the truth of Priest Maxi's actions are Khan.
I do not hope it comes to combat either, but I would rather be prepared and have my allies well protected than risk anyone going down in a fight.
Of course, of course. You are more than right to be prepared. Now, with about an hour and 50 minutes until the party, please, everyone, let us get ready. Anything you need to do before it is time, please do so now. As he
Yeah, I need to go. I've got an idea. Yeah, I think I might have something that'll be able to help us with this. Hopefully, Thaddeus has a pair.
If you could be if you could be home within 50 minutes, so we could all, so I could give a speech and we could all have a bit of inspiration when we're here, it would be great.
Shouldn't
Of
take that
course,
long.
great. Of course, referring to my inspiring leader, where I give everyone temporary hit points equal to my character level plus my ability, plus my charisma ability.
So, Vadagar, you said you have an idea. What would you like to do?
Does anyone else? Is anyone else coming with me to Thaddeus's then? Just gonna put that offer on the table in case someone else wanted to go there.
I guess I want to buy. I didn't get to do it last. Well, I forgot to do it last week, but I'm gonna buy some potions.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So we'll head over there.
Okay.
Walk into the store.
Let me go ahead and grab your 2 tokens. Swoopity boop.
Did you name the dragon so that way I can see the name and not forget it?
The dragon? What do you mean?
The world serpent, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean it's just
Jormungandr.
Jormungandr. It's just his actual name.
Yeah, I keep forgetting the name though. That's why I'm asking if you named the guy on
yeah.
the image.
I'm pretty sure this is not how you spell it, but
I mean, that depends if we're going off the Norse spelling, because then it is with GR.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna leave it at what it is.
Jormungandr, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's readable.
Okay.
That's what matters. So, Vadagar
Yep.
and Godak, you make your way across the New Tristram village, all the way to Thaddeus's magic shop, where you enter inside. At the very back of the magic shop sits Thaddeus and Elira, currently discussing some things with Jormungandr. You see his many split, like serpent-like tentacles at the end of his tail, wrapping around the object, the multiversal device. Correct. Yes, the multiversal device. Correct. As they look, like they're trying to have his scales meld with the device itself, reorientating it and spinning it around, but it seems not to be having the effect they desire. As they seem to be kind of frustrated. Jormungandr seeming to be under a little bit of stress. He seems like he is just very tense. As you walk up, they don't even notice you appearing, and the entire rest of the store is just empty.
Greetings, Thaddeus, Jormungandr.
They don't even hear you.
Is my mic cutting out again?
No, they don't. They don't even hear you.
Thaddeus?
Let me roll.
If they don't hear me again, I'm going to use the message cantrip and just say, "Greetings, Thaddeus," in his mind.
Yeah, hold on. Let me roll real quick. He still does not hear you. Yep.
Even with the cantrip in his mind?
No, before the cantrip. Yeah, so that fails.
Oh.
You do the cantrip, and now, the fuck? Oh, he turns around. Ah, Vadagar, please step up. My bad. I'm sorry to not hear you before.
That's fine. You
What
guys
can
look
I
like
do?
you're very focused. But, however, can I trust that you'll be coming to the tavern for our dinner tonight?
Ah, yes, the event. I am more than prepared for it. Tyrael has already spoken to me about it.
Now, on that note, I was thinking that there's an item that I could think of that would be extremely useful. Do you happen to have a pair of iron bands of binding?
Iron bands of binding. Rarity?
It's a rare.
It's a rare? Okay. Let's find out. Sadly, he actually no, he does not. Nope. Sadly, lowest roll was a 9. Close.
Unfortunate.
Close though. That was fucking close. Next time though, it will be easier, of course. If you
Yeah.
fucking bother.
I don't think I'll need it for next time, but
Yeah, exactly.
that's
I'm very sorry,
unfortunate.
lad. It seems that I do not have any such item at the current moment, but I can.
Do you think this type of item would be maybe easier to find at Brood's workshop, given the nature of the item?
Yes, I could definitely believe such to be the case. He might have a spare set lying around, you ready to be used as materials for crafting. He does love to experiment, the young fellow.
Perhaps I'll pay him a visit on the way back.
Aye. I would definitely think that's the best idea. I'm sorry that I cannot help you though. I feel very,
Ah,
but do not
you know-
worry. I will be there to aid
you know, you're always my first stop, Thaddeus.
Of course. I always enjoy my student coming by. And he looks to you, Godak.
So
Godak! Godak! What are you also here for, my friend? I see you've accompanied Vadagar. I assume you as well are searching for something?
Some potions. I wanted to grab some more potion of healing greater
That's rare.
and
It's just uncommon.
Graders just
and I'd
uncommon?
like
Okay.
to
That's then you find that?
and I was gonna try and get maybe a few more of the haven't used them yet, but the druid potion you gave me.
Druid.
Get a few more of
potion.
those.
Which one is that?
It was like elixir of nature's grace, I guess what we called it. Um gives me a D8 to all druid related skills and advantage to all druid skills, checks, and
What's the
saves.
rarity
That's
of
what it
that?
was. I'm not sure. It was kind of a
Was that a homebrewed item?
Was that a homebrewed item?
it might have been. Yeah, I think it was.
What's it called?
We named it, I think, Elixir of Nature's Grace, or you named it.
I'm pretty sure I stole this. Stole is not the right word either.
I was gonna maybe buy 3 more of those, since I still technically have my one that I haven't used yet. But I want to get a few more of those, like 3 more of those, and then for greater potions, I wanted to get. I have one now. I wanted to get maybe at least.
Shit, I'm not remembering this item and I can't find it. Okay, Elixir of Nature's Grace. What does it say about it? What's its details?
Basically, it was just it gave me a 1d8 to all my druid related skills and advantage to all druid skills, checks, and saves.
All right. Do you remember what I sold it to you for? Probably not.
I don't. It was a while. It was like I bought it when it was like maybe
Yeah.
maybe the second or third session we had officially.
God, yeah, that's old shit. I'm gonna call it a rare. It sounds like a rare. So I'll roll 4 to see if he's got any more of them. He does. Any uncommon potion you find instantly, they're always 150 gold.
150 gold
Yep.
each. So I wanted
Commons
to
are 50.
buy
Yeah.
that one. I want to buy at least maybe have at least 6. I'll buy 5. So 5 times 150.
And then
I want to say that maybe like 700, 800. I think.
then that rare potion is going to be 350 gold each. 350.
Yeah, that's 750. So that'll be 750 gold for the potions. I'll bump my inventory up to buy 5 of those. I'll have 6 of those on hand. And how much again with the elixir ones?
The Nature's
Druid
Grace.
ones?
Yeah, those are $3.50 a piece.
350 a piece. Okay. Let me go ahead and minus the 750 for the raiders. And I guess I'll just do 2 of those.
Okay.
So that's 700 for those. They said it was 350
Yeah.
each. Yes, that's 700. Yep. So I'll move 700 for
Correctamundo.
those, and that way I have enough to last me till that final fight, I guess, assuming we're gonna get to that in a few sessions. So. All right, that's all I really needed.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, with that, you and Vadagar take your leave from the magic shop, unless there's anything else to discuss.
I don't need anything else,
Yeah.
Godak.
Not for me, no.
And then on our way out, I'll be like, all right, Godak, I'm gonna head out to Broods. I don't know if you'd have any business there, but that's my next stop.
Godak, do you want me to put you back to the tavern, or are you going to Brood still?
Yeah.
Tavern? Okay. All right, Godak, you branch off from Vadagar halfway through the village, and you head back up to the tavern. While Vadagar, you enter the shop. Along the way, you see Rock standing at the orphanage, and you hear inside all the kids having a wonderful time. You remember constantly what you are fighting for and how you have to protect the innocence of this village. The first step to doing that is to finally quenching the bloodthirst that is Maxi's desire for destruction and hatred. As you enter Brood's blacksmith shop, this time, for the first time probably ever, Brood is just sitting, waiting. And he looks to you and he says, I assumed one of you would be stopping by. I have been told of the plan. Anything you need done today is free.
Oh. Case. I'm just yanking you. But can I trust that you will be there tonight at the tavern?
Oh, you can trust. When I read those letters, my heart went to my stomach,
All right.
and it has not left since. You can see the anger in
It's
his
quite-
eyes.
It's quite unfortunate, but perhaps Thaddeus didn't have any, but I feel like perhaps this contraption would be more of something that you would keep lying around. I'm searching for iron bands of binding.
Let me check. I'm sure I have some in the back. I always keep some items of the such whenever I need to enchant such spells to either items. And he goes back into his inventory, and you can begin to hear him scuffling around, searching for shit. And he grabs something up. He's like, here you are, you bitch. And he comes walking in, and he says, here you go, brother. And he hands them over to you, and he says, of course, free of charge.
Hands them over to me? How many did he have?
2 pairs.
Sweet. Oh, much appreciated. Now, I know you do like to tinker. Is there any... Are these just generic, or did you modify them at all?
I have not had the chance to modify them, no. But, if you leave one with me, I might be able to do something.
Well, perhaps after today. Because tonight, we'll be needing these.
That's what I mean. Might be able to get something done in the next hour before the party. Leave a set
Oh,
set with
in
me.
that case, yes, for sure. I will hand you one.
Yeah, leave in one set, and you take the other, because he only has time to do anything with one. But yeah, he says, yeah, he'll see what he can do.
And what I'll do here is and I know you're awfully motivated to get some work done, so oh yeah, so only 6 seconds. So I mean, for the next minute while you gather up everything, I cast haste on him.
Okay. Yeah,
So he's got a minute of being hasted, and then he'll have like 6 seconds of like coming out of it.
Yeah. You see him like kind of like dancing on his toes, like, ooh, I feel feel rather fast as you see him like crazy jump pop 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 all the way into the shop as he begins to grab materials together. You see him like grab like a box of something, here, a sword for some reason, a whip, and he begins to just dance around before he gets back in. About the minute has ended and he lands there and he whoo whoo, that is some fine magic you have there, boy. Fuck, that is the fastest I've gathered stuff in a long time.
There we go. Perfect. And then, yeah, thought you might like that. I'll give it to you once more before I leave. I'll cast it one more time as I walk out the door.
You see him grab his hammer and with just crazy speed begin to just bam, 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 hitting on the different items, beginning to like just the sheer force of the and the speed of him hitting it and the friction is churning the metal as bright red as it would be if he threw it into the fiery forge itself. Just the expert craftsmanship of this dwarf showing with each strike as you see him begin to arrange everything on the station. And he says, "All right, I'll have these ready and meet me at the door before the party starts, and I'll hand them over. This will be Priest
Gotcha.
Maxi's special pair."
Excellent. I guess I'll be the doorman to welcome people in.
Perfect. As you say this, you see him continue to get back to hard work. He almost like your spell. You expect it to like as you're walking out the door, you're expecting it to wear off and hear him go out of breath. But you turn back to see him taking his hand onto his chest and using his own magic to extend the spell. You see the speed continue within him as he just continues to hammer, and you kind of like, wow, you're a little shocked that to see something like that happen, something you probably never expected to see before.
Interesting. That man is a marvel.
As you make your way back out, Rock stops you, and he walks down from the steps, his big gruff voice. "Ah, Vanagar,
Yes.
can we speak for a moment?"
Yes, by all means. Sorry, just quickly, who's Rock again? This guy
Rock
doesn't look
Rock is
familiar.
the doorman that was hired by Boulder, who was hired by Atlan to lead the orphanage. This guy right here.
Damn.
He leads
He looks
the
like a
orphanage.
badass.
Oh yeah, that's why Boulder hired him, because he you can tell that like you've seen him many times going in and out of Brood's shop. Every single time you see him, like sometimes you'll see him with the children. While he looks like a menacing like beast, when it comes to the children, it completely changed. He's just like a softie. You can see him like gently picking kids up whenever they're hurt, easily helping them. He's just, you can tell he's a very kind soul. Also because Atlan has met him and has vetted him as well.
Yeah.
So Rock.
What can I do for you, Rock?
Vanagar. I have heard what is to happen tonight. Boulder told me to make sure the children are kept safe. I am to stay here while the event happens. Please.
Indeed, that'd probably be the best idea.
I do not wish for anyone to threaten the kiddies here who happen to be like myself. Some of them inside are of the other races, and I've been noticing the church lurking around lately. And one of the members even had the gall to come up to me and say that I am not welcome here. Needless to say, he spent the night in the infirmary. So please, give that bastard hell for me.
Oh, we've got a plan.
Very well. And as he kind of gives you a bow, he pulls off a black scale from his shoulder. It's like about the size of like a dollar bill, rather big, very sharp. And he hands it to you, and he says, "Here. When you get him bound, place this on him for me. A little bit of a gift from my people to him."
Interesting. May I ask what it does?
It's a little bit of a curse that will, let's just say, make things even for what he's done to the kind of people like myself. He blatantly admits it's a cursed object. It won't hurt you, but it's specifically meant to go on him.
So what you're telling me is this probably turns him into some sort of creature.
No. He gives you the idea that it's gonna fuck with his head.
Interesting. Now, just out of curiosity, this isn't going to prevent us from being able to question him, is it?
Do not worry, I have set quite the timer on it. As long as he never realizes it's on his body when he is arrested, and I'm sure he will not be able to leave the confines of wrist binds. After a while, he'll begin to, let's say, hear voices of the people he has wronged.
Interesting. It's a pretty powerful body you got there.
I am a black dragonborn, and he kind of flexes his wings and his muscles, and you can feel like the sinister energy come off of him. My kind is known for misdeeds, but I am also one to break the bounds of normality.
Interesting. Okay, should have given this to Brood. Maybe you could put it right into that manacle. But anyway, sounds good.
As you continue on your way, you make your way back to the tavern. So yeah, out of character, that thing is gonna just drive him insane. After like a week of it sitting on him, it'll begin to seep energy into his body, and after a while, all of the energy will enter him, and he will be haunted infinitely by the voices of every single person who he has done wrong.
They're supposed to be the heroes, right?
He's
Just
a
making
fucking,
sure.
he's a genocidal
I know.
murderer. He deserves it. This is heroic
I
behavior.
mean, yeah, a genocidal hero, but at the same time, we're gonna drive a man insane.
A man who has fed human meat to children.
There.
Exactly. Enough said, right? I really didn't think I was going to be hearing morality questions about making the goddamn nihilistic piece of shit priest Maxi go crazy. I was thinking of making it a little bit worse, making him like incontinent or make him lose his limbs or something, like it make it start his body parts start to decay and fall apart. But I figured madness.
I just thought he would turn into a. I thought you were going like he was going to turn into a creature, like one of the creatures that he abhorred.
Oh, that would be fun too. That would be a fun concept. Maybe another person with a desire for revenge will show up on him
Also
in prison.
drive him insane.
Yeah, he'll go insane and then he'll get turned into a goddamn kobold. That'd be fucking hilarious.
The slaves of all the people, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's why I really did not expect any morality questions about driving priest Maxi insane. He is a xenophobic.
I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying we were supposed to be the good guys. Don't good guys usually refrain from this?
Oh yeah, but Vadagar is the kind of guy who rips someone who's evil skull off.
I mean, fair.
I was gonna say you also gotta think. I used to be part of a mercenary group.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean, I've seen various forms of torture. This is probably a kinder one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Vadagar is definitely the kind of guy to scalp someone who he does not like. There's no doubts in my mind that Vadagar has done some questionable shit for sure. So yeah, I know Vadagar has done some questionable shit because I ran this campaign for him first before anybody else, and he accidentally killed Billy.
That was an accident. Wasn't Billy? It was Timmy, wasn't it?
Right, Timmy. Yes, it wasn't Billy. It was Timmy. Correct. Yes, it was Timmy. Yeah.
Instead of Valerius fucking slapping the shit out of him.
Yeah, Valerius slapped the shit out of him, but Vadagar saw his ass, thought he was a fucking illusion or a monster, and just blew his ass up with magic. Just
it's like a javelin of lightning put a hole through his body.
and he exploded, and then I did it with Vadagar. I was like, yeah, Vadagar, you see the kid's head fly right in front of you, land on the ground, and then roll in front of you where he's just looking straight at you. And Vadagar was just like, oh, that was a real kid? My bad. That was it. That's all I got from him. But yes, you get back to the tavern. Probably about an hour before the actual events begin. So you guys have a little bit more time to do stuff here before the time. Would anyone like to?
I will let other people do talking, but there is one more thing that I do want to do before it starts. But I'll let other people go through what they want to do.
Awesome. All right, Atlin, Godak, or Emmy, or Nessa, of course, too.
I think Alan's would be short and sweet. He'd be making sure preparations are being made as far as the tavern. Making sure the private quarters is locked up, just so that there's nobody coming in or out from that way. And yeah, just in general, getting the assembly ready, and about half an hour before it's supposed to start, he's going to actually retire to the private quarters to kind of like meditate.
All right.
Okay. At this point, Emmy would have made her bolstering performance, so she would have given a little speech and just well, I say given a little speech. She would have while they were planning the strategy and everything. So, well, five five allies other than me can now have that would be 14 temporary hit points. And I would send Kingpin even into my private quarters.
Okay, go ahead. You can just detach him from yourself and do that.
Yeah. He'd be lying here in the bed on some pillows, just stamping around, making a little bed before going to sleep.
Little sleeping ferret boy.
Yeah. But she would turn to Tyrael and then propose, because she can mimic voices actually, or well, speech, the sounds of other creatures. So she could. So she proposes, I could mimic Priest Maxi's voice to have him just admit it when we. Well, I say admit it. He won't actually admit it, but my voice could admit. Well, his voice could admit that he has done all these things, and we could be rid of all the hassle of him trying to protest.
Tyrael looks to you and he says, It's not a terrible idea, but I fear if we try to falsely sway anyone and are to be exposed in doing so, it could give more validity to him being innocent. I believe we should just let the truth speak for itself. I doubt that old clobbering fool has the intelligence to come up with a way to escape this on the spot.
Yes, I will doubt it. But if he does try to weasel his way down, I can use my my talking skills to swiftly strike down his points with our evidence.
Very well. Please do keep it ready in case need be.
Yes, I will. As I note down some of the, I take some of the binder and I note down the key worst points that the people would find worst, like feeding them food, torturing souls, and being with the Kingpin is the three big ones that she would strike back with.
As well as the Dark Mage, yeah.
As well as the Dark Mage, yes.
Yes, there's also plenty of evidence for that. All right.
And for another question, if I'm not bolstering the range of my spells, does it still cost a charge to increase my voice?
No, that's a free.
Through the
Yeah,
stuff?
that's
No,
just
okay,
spell.
great.
Yeah, that's just flavor. That's
Yep.
fine. Yeah.
Great.
All right, I'm just getting all the tokens set up and moved over. We're gonna have a nice. I'm gonna actually have it all looking nice.
Because there's nothing as intimidating as someone speaking calmly but still loud, ringing out throughout a room but still speaking calmly.
The Jormungandr is going to guard. So yeah, if anyone notices, Vickelroy and Tifa will be guarding the blacksmith to make sure no one tries to get in there during the event. Jormungandr.
I was gonna say, is everyone done doing their thing? Can I do my last thing with that hour?
Oh yeah, you just give me a second. I'm just getting shit set up as well.
You gotcha.
Does anyone have like a direct battle plan? Who do we want to be by the bookcase ambushing?
Well, I was thinking before we do the battle plan, there's still something that I need to do.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Fair.
And then yeah, we can set up the strategy.
Let me grab everything.
Nobody's ever learned the name of the hot elf lady that's clearly from the church. What?
Nope.
Oh my god, there's 2 of them now. Well, he's a man.
You also got to think that he does add people to the map almost like every time we play.
Oh yeah,
So-
true.
Coxie.
So like if we notice them, we can go and meet them. Then it's one thing, yeah.
That name from this priest, did that start as a joke or?
No, that Priest Coxie is from that's from South Park. That's a South Park.
Oh, so it definitely started as a joke. Yeah, okay.
No, that's just what I
Just
named.
not here.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
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 yeah, just not here, but
Yeah, I love
it
South Park.
started on the internet as
yeah,
a joke.
I love South Park. I love South Park. So yeah, Priest Coxie is what I named him. All right. For that, we have the scene all set up. Got all of the NPCs. Gorath is going to be guarding the door, of course. Brood is going to be walking up. That's where we're going to start it, where Vadagar and him are going to have their interaction. Did you put Sarkoth back on purpose?
Well, that's part of what I was trying to talk about.
Okay, got you.
That's why I was asking to do it before you did all this.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so Vadagar, what do you want to do before the actual?
So
event
I would
starts?
go to speak with Gorothra and Sarkoth.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't know why was Gorath told to guard the door?
You told me you wanted Sarkoth, Gorothra, and Gorath here for the event, for the Priest Maxi thing. So you wanted me to leave them outside the door. That's why they were there.
I think that was I thought we were going to go down to the things, and I moved them to the stable. But since we changed the plan, I just never said to put him back.
Okay.
But I was going to say, like, we could wait, because we don't want to intimidate him, like, have a big bodyguard in front of the tavern, and then Maxi might be like, what's going on here? You know, we don't want to put him on edge before he comes in.
Gorath's always in front of the tavern.
Yeah,
I mean, if that's just where he always, I thought he's always in the middle of the town.
Gorath either chills in front of the tavern,
Walks around,
or
but he spends a lot of time hanging by the front door. You know, kind of
Oh, yeah,
sort of
that's
being
normal.
a bodyguard, but
Yeah.
also like that's where he doesn't really feel comfortable being inside.
Yeah.
So if that's where he normally stands, and then that shouldn't be anything out of the norm.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
That's why
he's normal.
normally
Having Sarkoth or Gorothra in front of the door would be outside the norm.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
So what I would do is I would go to them and I explain to them what the plan is, and I'm just going to do this out of character to make it go by faster, and then tell them that I will give them a signal, and when I do, I want them to guard any sort of exit ways from the tavern.
Oh,
So
okay,
only
cool.
once things have started to kick off, like I will send them a mental message to guard any sort of exit from the tavern. And there is multiple exits, right? Like, or is it just?
There's the back. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna put Sarkoth in the back one because the back one's hidden. Unless Priest Maxi like tries to run there, he's not even gonna see Sarkoth. So Sarkoth can just chill there, and no one will know.
Huh.
And then Gorothra, I'll just put off to the side, and she can go invisible. She's not actually invisible. She'll just be like hiding, and then I'll put her in the way when it's time. I don't even see her
Make
though.
her invisible.
Gotcha.
Where is Gorothra? I don't even see her.
Gone with the wind.
That's
Seems
a good
so.
question. Where to put her?
You said she's invisible.
Yeah.
Funny joke.
Did you accidentally delete her? Did you press backspace on your keyboard?
There she is. I got
Oh,
her.
there.
There you
Oh shit! That's not your Gorothra. Never mind. Wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
Oh man, that Gorothra will never see the light of the day again because my Friday's sessions are canceled. That's where that Gorothra is from. That's Gorothra after she ate a dragon's heart.
Yeah.
So now we know what we gotta do.
I
with
saw that
Gorothra.
video and I'm
We're
like,
gonna feed her.
damn, that's cool.
Damn, we could have done
So
that.
So she can turn into a human
Oh
now.
yeah,
I'm like, damn.
she has a human form too. Hold on, I can drop that real quick so everyone can see it. Yeah, this is her human form. She's a baddie.
Damn. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Hashtag goals. Feed her a dragon heart.
All right, with that, that's the last little bit of planning.
Damn, you
Vadagar?
turned him into a ferret. We could have fed her fucking Kingpin's heart.
Oh yeah, we just feed her a favorite. I mean,
You
no,
could?
that would be cruel.
You
go.
could.
You
I
just
mean,
eat the ferret.
it's
At
too late.
that
Yeah,
point,
it's
we
too late
fed
now.
straw to 2 people. Like,
Anyway,
All right, with that, the event will finally just about begin. We are going to take a 15-minute break. I'm going to go munch on food. I'm fucking so hungry. Get myself, ready, mentally prepared for this fun event. And then we will be picking up here.
I will give everyone bardic inspiration before the event starts, in case.
well, we'll do our prep work here when he gets back, because that's
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Vadagar, I'm going to have you at the doorway, just that's where we're going to start it, with you talking to Brood. I've got Priest Maxi and his crew all at the table already, so all of the followers of Priest Maxi have all been directed to where they're sitting. And that is everything I need. All right, time to switch over to the Be Back screen. Oh, while we have this opportunity, please, if you haven't already and you're joining today's session, make sure to smash that notification bell so that every single time I go live, you are alerted. Make sure to hit that subscription button so you can see all of my uploads as well and support the channel. And last but certainly not least, make sure to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite moment of today's episode has been. And with that, we will be right back. and get back to it. All right. And back to the gaming scene. Holy shit. I also just watched my sub count go from 2,387 to 2,390 instantly. Just watched it. Just instant snap. It happened. God damn. Love that. Hell yeah. As always, we are returning from the break. Please, if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well. Please do. Helps us out a lot. As well as if you're looking to check out some of my partner's content, my girlfriend, you can find her content here. You can also find it on my link tree in my bio. If you're interested in her content, check her out. She loves her. She just hit 400 fans, and every subscription and every dollar there helps feed us as well as it does on this channel. So please help us out and go check it out. All right. With that, once again, we should do those things right there, and let's return. All right. With that,
So
we cut
are we
to
gonna
the
go-
door. We cut to the door of the tavern, where Vadagar, you stand next to Gorath. Gorath looks down to you and he says, "Oh, little man, what is the party for? I was not told."
Is this like before people arrive, or
No, pretty much everyone's already arrived. You're just waiting for Brood.
'cause we didn't get our planning phase, or will we still have a chance to do that?
I thought, didn't you? I swear you guys came up with the plan already. Didn't you?
Well, Turiel gave us a rough idea, but we haven't actually, as a group, discussed it at all of like what our roles are going to be.
Okay, yeah, I'd say do that out of character real quick now before we actually get into the
Okay.
gameplay. Yeah. So what's the plan?
So
Where?
what was it? They were going to sit there, and then Turiel told us that to have someone like back here to ambush them.
Just to surround,
behind
just essentially just to surround them and get them stuck in place.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Emmy's gonna be in the room helping keep down any protests.
Okay. And question DM: does this room
Yeah.
like so? There's no wall here, right? Does
Yeah,
this
that-
room have like a window maybe somewhere?
we
Maybe
could say
like a
yeah,
window
we could say
there.
there's a window. It's mainly just a bookshelf, like a bunch of bookcases, because that's like where the secret door is to leads to the.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, like, if I can see it from the outside, I can misty step inside. Is what my train.
Yeah, there's definitely. We'll say there's a window there. Yeah.
I was thinking, since I have these iron bands, is that I'm outside kind of greeting people as they come in. So then instead of going inside, I could sneak around to that spot and teleport in here, and then wait for Tyrael to begin his announcement, and then I can throw the balls at Maxi and Khan.
Okay.
How tall are you?
Yeah, I think
that
we shouldn't take any action until Tyrael's made the comment and the public has had time to sort of like digest and realize what's happening, because otherwise they might think that we attacked first or something.
Yeah. What I'm thinking of is to not arouse suspicion, because people would have seen you greeting. If you never enter the room, that becomes a bit suspicious. But I could use minor illusion if you're under 5 feet to minor illusion you coming back.
I am a dwarf.
Yeah, he is
So,
dwarf.
yeah.
Zephyr can also do that exact same thing. Zephyr could
I mean, yeah.
come in and using an illusion to be me, I guess.
Oh yeah, you can just send Zephyr, and Zephyr will illusion themselves to look like you, and Zephyr will just walk over and sit down somewhere.
Yeah, great. Just so we don't, just because it's suspicious that you're greeting everyone and then not coming.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good point. Does anyone else? Does everyone agree like that's a good idea for me to go there, and then once Tyrael makes an announcement, or what would Tyrael's keyword be? What did he say that
he will raise
to us?
he will raise his chalice and he says, "I wish to give a toast to some new information that we have discovered, and to some amazing things we have accomplished. The Outlaw's Refuge, the illusioned and mysterious place that has eluded us all, keeping criminals hidden, has finally been freed of the crime." And then that's when, because obviously Priest Maxi will be like, "Oh, what happened?" And then he'll say it, and that's when you leap into shit.
Okay, so that's as soon as he finishes his statement about the Outlaw's refuge being freed.
Exactly.
Basically, out of character, you'll give us our signal, right?
Yes, yeah. He'll literally
Okay.
like either tap his chalice. He'll do something. You'll know. You'll know it when you know it. Exactly.
Gotcha. All right. Anyone else have a plan of what they're gonna do, or are they just gonna leap into?
Yeah, everyone take a bardic inspiration. Every player character, just in case.
That's what, a D8?
Yeah, D8 at this point. I will mark. We have 4 other player characters, so I'll mark 4 uses. They can be added when you fail a D20 test. So if you know you failed, you can add a
Yeah.
D8 to potentially turn it into a success. Just in case, I'm not planning that we use them, but knowing the
Just in
bands, I've
case.
read a little about them. Like, there's a chance you miss, and this could turn it into a.
Yeah.
Like, chances low, especially with advantage from being hidden, but better safe than sorry.
Yep. My dexterity modifier is not great, so.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, but advantage adds on average a +4.
Okay, everyone is now in frame on the scene. Gorath is kind of the only one who's not really. Can just move him over just a bit, move that over a bit, and move Brood up. All right, we are good to start the scene. I've got it back in play. All right. Is everyone ready?
That one's ready.
I believe it.
If you want to maneuver your character tokens now, if anyone wants to go behind the wall, like Tyrael said, please do so now.
Well, they would probably notice that they were there, right? Because outside of their normal spot. That's why I was going in from outside.
We'll say that they didn't go. They were waiting. Like they didn't no one even saw them at the party yet. You were chilling behind in the personal rooms, just waiting for the event. Like you're listening through the door.
Is there like a stage somewhere where Emmy could stand, providing entertainment under the guise of providing entertainment?
Yeah, I got you there already. You're right there.
Yeah, great.
Right here.
Great. Because that's where she would be.
It's
also
not a stage.
greeting
It's just
the
a
guests.
table. It's just the table that.
Yeah, it's
people
a
stand on.
table, but she'd be standing on it with her very tall staff, and she'd be greeting out in this radio voice.
Okay. Nessa, Atlin, or Godak? Is anyone going behind the wall?
I'll just ball shape into like a I don't know, cat or mouse just running around the bar.
Okay. Make you invisible and props.
That is the first time. So everyone knows that's the first time I believe Godak has wild shaped this entire campaign.
I agree.
Wow. Wow.
You said a dog or a cat? Okay, I've got a dog.
This finally happened. He said a mouse or a rat.
Did you
Either
say
one's
mouse? I
fine.
thought you said a dog or cat.
And then you choose dog meat, really?
I have it on standby. Okay, look.
Yeah.
All right. So
Nah, it should have been a ferret. That would have been
Dog
funny.
meat, yeah.
What did you say you turned into? Was it a?
Oh,
I thought you said a mouse or a rat, or
yeah.
did you say a dog or cat?
Just probably some sort of animal. You'd probably just like a animal you'd probably see running around inside a bar or something. In this
dog
type
would
of
be normal.
period.
Yeah, dog would be fine.
I love dog meat.
All right, you turn into dog Godak. I will hide regular Godak over here. Dog Godak, I'll just say you're chilling right here next to this stranger. Ready to shapeshift back into yourself. Anytime. Okay. Nessa, what about you?
Ready to pounce.
You're gonna stay out, so no one's gonna go in the private quarters?
I'll go. Well, I'll go.
You don't have to. It's not saying anyone has to. You also have NPCs that you can lure in on your plan, like Riley, Willow. These ones are the ones you can trust.
Be there. Once everyone's in, that's when I go there.
Yeah. I'll say you definitely told Riley to be right here. We'll say Willow since Willow's the stealth one. We'll go
Yeah,
behind the
that
door.
would be better. That would be better.
Do we have anyone? Oh yeah, Arista. Oh yeah, Arista is definitely
Technically, the heroes of Tristram are holding this. So
yeah, Arista is definitely awake by now. She's definitely not knocked unconscious any longer. So we'll have her on this too. We'll have Arista and Willow be the ones behind the door.
Yeah, they're the stealthier
Nice.
guys anyway. So
That works perfect. Okay, cool.
Perfect.
All right, Riley. Billy will be back here because he's ready to fucking go into rage mode if he has to beat the shit out of someone. That's about all the people. Mortem. Nah, Mortem would be with Godric. That only makes sense. You would not have. I'm for the sake of like making sense. I don't think you guys would have told Mortem about the plan. He's an ally, but the dude is just a drunkard. You don't trust him with probably any information. Let's be real here. Mortem just spends all of his time drunk. Gilbert is about the same situation. He's not really a trusted ally at this point, not like Willow, Arista, and Billy are. So yeah, I'd say Oa the guard.
Brood and Thaddeus are both aware.
Brood is outside. Obviously, we're gonna do the whole roleplay situation first, where you guys
Yeah.
come inside, and well, you're gonna send Zephyr inside, who looks like you, and then you're gonna go wait outside the window, and then, who else was I talking about just now? Brood will go inside. Oh yeah, and then you said someone else too was on the plan. Thaddeus, yes, Thaddeus. Yes, Thaddeus is over here. He's standing with the Lyra. They're chilling. They're chilling over next to the runestone in case they try to escape to there. All right. With that, we are ready to begin. So, Vadagar, you're standing at the door, chilling with Gorath. Big man looks to you and he says, "Hey, what's the occasion for? What's the party going? Why are we doing this party?"
Sorry that no one's informed you. I know Atlan hasn't been in his right mind lately, but something's about to happen, and I just need you to don't freak out if you hear some noises coming from outside. Once I depart, Garothra will come around and inform you with what's going on.
Okay, I trust you guys. Oh, look, other little man approaches, and he points over to the distance where little Brood begins to scuttling on up. Ah, Vadagar, big man. Hi, you two fellers.
Brood. Good to see you. Glad you made it. You're the last one to arrive, I believe.
Well, took some time to make a present for our guest of honor today. You'll be happy to see what I have in plan. And he walks over to you and he hands you a gift box, and literally wrapped in everything. And he says, "Hand it to Maxi and tell Tyrael to let him to know to open it before he gives as he's giving his great speech."
A gift box.
Yes.
So this is all right. Well, hand this. Give those instructions. I'm gonna say hand this off to someone inside and let them know to hand it. Oh, now I'm confused because there was a cog in my plan.
Emmy could probably do it inconspicuously.
I'm trying to think. Just like give me a second here. I'm trying to think who would be the person that would be able to approach Coxie or Maxi.
Message Cantrip Coxie. Message Cantrip Coxie. You have a relationship with him.
Coxie, I don't. Atlan does, doesn't he?
I believe you do as well at this point. You've talked to him a few times, haven't you?
I'm not sure that I have.
Yes,
And
yes.
isn't he-
He's the one
Back in
who
the old days,
told you.
talked to us.
Yeah, he's the one who told you about the Outlaws Refuge. He told you first. You were the one who were the first person to know.
Because we helped out at the temple.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, you have a relationship with Coxie. It's just you haven't talked to him in a long time. Yeah, he's the one. He told you about the Outlaws Refuge, and then you told the whole group.
But he doesn't know anything about Maxi though.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, Coxie knows. Oh, he's damn well aware.
So he doesn't like Maxi.
Oh no, he hates Maxi. Yeah, he's pretending to be Maxi's ally. His whole family hates Maxi because his family are the ones who have guarded the Outlaws Refuge. And then when Maxi showed up, that job was pretty much stolen from him, and it became just like you're like the guard now, essentially, of the Outlaws Refuge.
Yeah, then I'll message Cantrip Coxie. Coxie, don't be alarmed. It's Vadagar. You can respond with your thoughts.
Vadagar, what's the occasion?
Why do you sound so nervous?
I can only imagine the reason I'm seated at a table in the corner next to a man who just lost a close compatriot to your group. I have a strong suspicion what's going on, Vadagar. I'm surprised Maxi is
Mind?
not aware himself.
Do you mind stepping outside for a moment for some fresh air?
Yeah, give me a second. And then you hear him kind of like begin to talk to Maxi, and then it quickly cuts away. And it's like, yeah, and he manages to escape, and he comes out, and he comes outside. He's like, fuck. Vadagar, Brood.
We've
Big,
got a gift we'd like you to give to Priest Maxi.
He looks at you and he's like, okay. What's, it's not gonna. Oh, I'm on fire! I'm on fire! Right?
Not for you.
Okay, cool. That's all I care about. Sure, yeah, I can get to him.
And it's do you know the what's the trigger word, Brood? And then I'll like after Coxie goes back in, I'll ask Brood for the trigger word.
Priest Coxie heads back in, and he sits down. He hands over the gift to Maxi, pretending it to be a gift he gave to Maxi. Maxi has no fucking idea, so he takes it completely willingly. Coxie tells him to not open it yet, however, as Brood tells you and Priest Coxie that there is no trigger word, it just simply needs to be opened. So Tyrael will give the gesture. Priest Coxie runs up to Tyrael and says, Tyrael, in your speech, tell.
Well, I could just tell him.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say to Tyrael through through message.
You just tell Tyrael that he just has to tell Maxi when to open it. Like, I heard that the esteemed Maxi was given a gift today. Please open it in front of all of us. What does your wonderful followers give you? And then that's when everything will happen.
Jokes.
All right.
All right. And with that, Brood, hold on. Brood, get back here. Get back here. As Brood is getting ready to go inside, Zephyr hops off my shoulder and illusions into an image of me.
Well done. I have so many players now. Is it still?
You probably just duplicate me.
Oh, it's
If I duplicate you, it duplicates everything you're fucking attached to as well. So your hawk and everything's gonna be annoying. All right. There you go. I have to keep Zephyr's like little token back there, just so everyone knows it's the illusion. So I'll do it underneath him. Here we go. All right. So Zephyr hops off your shoulder, and Brood looks at Zephyr. Is like, "Oh, pretty little fox." And as the fox kind of stretches its legs and its back, you see its spine cracking as he kind of like he yawns a bit. And as he does this, a little bit of magic comes out of his mouth and begins to swirl around him as he suddenly begins to create an illusion of Vadagar. The fake Vadagar looks to you, just gives a nod, doesn't say any real words, and then turns around and accompanies Brood inside. And Brood will come over, chill next to Vadagar and Riley, the dwarven boys. They're all chilling together.
And then, as I'm walking around to the window there, I'm going to message Gorothra and Sarkov, and I'll tell Gorothra to inform Gorath of what's kind of happening.
All right. Gorothra heads over, and they have that little conversation where Gorothra tells Gorath that some shit's about to go down. Gorath doesn't really understand the plan, but he doesn't really need to, of course.
Essentially, he's big enough to block the door physically with his person, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Him and Gorothra together.
That's his plan. Is just if they do have a chance to try and get towards that doorway, he's just gonna stand like a mountain in front of it.
Yep.
Just gonna be sitting on the door essentially.
Yep.
Yeah. Just like put his back to it and just stand there.
All right, Emmy, please begin the festivities. As everyone is coming inside, you finally see what you know not to be truly Vadagar enter, following next to Brood. As you know, the plan is to begin. What do you say?
So she's been welcoming everyone, and she is just generally greeting, and then she's diverging attention while waiting for Tyrael to speak. So she's just being a general entertainment bard, doing some stand-up, doing a little speech to ease the mood, make sure everyone is as unexpecting as to what's to come. Everyone is not ready for anything to happen, simply thinking that we're having a feast at the tavern to celebrate.
You and Gilbert get into a little bit of a little bit of a competition, playing guitar back and forth. Or are you playing flute? He's playing guitar.
I'm playing my flute, yeah.
Showing off your skills. You at some point it goes between a rivalry to just joint in, playing together, just performing. Just the whole room is lit up with just lively smiles, clinking of glasses. Old Bill has begun to bring out the food at this time, putting plates in front of everybody: lamb, roast beef, pig, fish, whatever dish the person asked for as they entered in. And as he begins to pass out all the meals and everything begins to settle in, everyone begins to fall silent as Tyrael begins to clink on his goblet with his fork. Tink, 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 tink. Everyone, please, please. I know the festivities are very bright, but let us bring the mood down to somber for a moment. I would like to give a toast and a speech for all of you tonight. Everyone kind of just, for a moment, Tyrael, everyone's chanting, of course, except for Priest Maxi's table, who everyone's very, very silent, hush, hush. As Tyrael begins to continue speaking, as Bill passes out the final few meals of the day, of the night. Everyone has their dishes as he goes and takes his seat. And Tyrael continues to speak. Now, I'm sure you all have heard the whispers and rumors of the Outlaws' Refuge. Everyone falls to a very hushed, whispering tone. Well, first I would like to confirm that it is indeed a true place, and the heroes of Tristram have managed to not only locate it, but as well free it. Everyone gasps in a hushed and shocked voice. Priest Maxi begins to look very uncomfortable, sweat dripping from his brow. As Khan looks at him confused, Priest Coxey kind of just like a little bit of a smirk on the side of his lips, but he's hiding it from Priest Maxi. And the two elven people just kind of confused, just very unaware of what's going on. As he continues, it would seem that a man or a monster by the name of the Kingpin was ruling the Outlaws' Refuge with an iron fist, allowing criminals to run free while keeping the innocent other races forced down there, subjugated, and starved. Well, that man has been brought down once and for all. The Kingpin has fallen. Everyone kind of begins to give some claps. They're all very confused. Obviously, most people don't really know who the Kingpin is and about the Outlaws' Refuge. So it's a very, very strange atmosphere.
At this point, Emmy would, in the middle of the room, conjure a minor illusion that's just a general vague image. Of course, a very small, and it's very obvious that this is supposed to be viewed from afar, but an image of what the Kingpin looked like before he was transformed into a ferret.
Yeah, hold on. Perfect.
She'd probably do it like above the fires, very central in the room, so everyone can see it.
You use the fire itself, the fire
Yeah.
whirling together to create this burning image of the Kingpin in the center of the tavern. Everyone looking in astonishment. You even hear someone in the back. I think I saw him around Tristram. To think such a handsome man was doing such evil. Just everyone's very, very shocked and surprised. A few other people begin to chime in. I think I saw him too. Yes, he was lurking around the shadows and alleys. As Tyrael continues, yes, this man, this monster has fallen, and the Outlaws' Refuge has been freed from his tyranny. But we could not have done it ourselves. In fact, the temple, gesturing his hand over to the table where Priest Maxi sits, had a huge hand in accomplishing this goal. Everybody, please give a round of applause for the lovely ladies and gents of the Church of Justice and Priest Maxi, who so well took my seat after I had to retire. Everyone kind of giving slow claps. Everyone they can feel the tenseness and the tension, the tension in the air. As Tyrael says, "Now, Priest Maxi, I believe that to thank you for this deed, a gift has been given from some people of the church and of the town to you today. Would you please open that for all of us now? Let us show our gratitude to you, fine sir." Priest Maxi looking at Tyrael, anger in his eyes, but a fake smile on his face. "Yes, Tyrael, of course. Let me open this gift from the lovely people of this town." As he puts the box in front of him from his lap, and he begins to undo the bowstring very slowly. As he begins to unwrap it, it's just a little cardboard box underneath the wrapping paper. And as he slowly begins to raise it, suddenly it catapults off, just like a mousetrap springing down, but the opposite motion. Just whoosh, it flies into the air. And has anyone seen Cloudy the Chance of Meatballs 2, Party in the Box? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Party in the Box. Just a giant globe of light shoots into the air, multicolored, begins to spin. Fucking as he's surprised, thinking it's about to be like some kind of celebratory like illusion thing, when suddenly it explodes in a giant blinding white flash, making specifically Priest Maxi go blind for a brief moment. Everyone else is just kind of like you look away. It's very bright, but no one's blinded except for him. It's right in his face. And as his vision returns, he looks down and he kind of feels it, of course, happen too. He realizes that the item has launched from the box. It is now covering him, and everyone knows like what hog tying is, like from Red Dead Redemption. Like a metal rope begins to just envelop his body, wrapping around his legs and arms, and just snapping him in a motion backwards, where suddenly forcefully his hands are behind his head, his knees are buckling backwards, and his hands and legs are tied together, and he's stuck sitting immobile in his seat, just shaking awkwardly. What is this nonsense? What are you done to me, you false angel? As
I just want to say that just as he opens the box and it starts happening and everyone's kind of being blinded, I throw the other orb at Khan. And then, do I get any more advantage because of the blinding light, or just the surprise advantage?
I'd say yeah, double advantage for sure.
Okay, so let's roll one more d20 because I did all the rolls there while you were making that talk, and it's another fucking 9. Does a 14 hit him?
Khan just has a commoner stat block, so yes it does.
Fuck yeah, alright then. So the other ball, as I pop out from the shadows, I throw the other one at Khan, knowing it's his close ally, and just this lashes kind of come out and just completely bind him, and he needs to make a DC 20 strength check.
He's gonna do it at disadvantage too. Oh yeah, he failed. Oh bro, he got a 3 and a 6. He failed hardcore.
Now,
So he is now
24 hours.
he is now bound for 24 hours.
All right, perfect. Let me add the incapacitated to both of them. As Vadagar, you leap through the window, you fucking missy stepping through, and you throw the ball at Khan. He's wrapped up. What the fuck? His head snaps to you as everything begins to happen. As you hear the bookcase slam open behind you as Arista and Willow jump out. Billy running between them, holding his fists up, ready to begin punching if he has to. As Brood turns around, holding his crossclaw aimed directly at the group as Riley aims his crossbow at them as well. Godak, I assume you turn back to your regular form.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dog suddenly begins to crack and change as a giant turtle begins to reveal itself. I didn't mean to duplicate you. I mean to make you visible. As a giant turtle comes out, cracking his knuckles, ready to fight, looking down. Oh, the guard steps up, standing next to Godek as well, as the fake version of Vadakar fades away as Zephyr turns back to normal. And last but certainly not least, Atlan, what do you do? And what is... Emmy, what do you do?
Alan's going to stand, and he's trying to, maintain his composure. But he's going to stand near Tyrael and kind of follow Tyrael's lead.
Yeah, you see Tyrael get up and he goes over to one of the tables, the largest table, and he stands atop it across from Emmy. And you kind of walk up next to him, and Emmy, I assume at this time the illusion flurries back to fire as
Fades
yeah,
as she stands. Yeah.
yeah, it's like the camera's looking at the illusion of Kingpin as it begins to turn back to just regular fire, and it quickly pans right into Tyrael, zooming up close onto him. As you, for the first time in a very long time, a genuine smile is just resting upon Tyrael's face as he raises up the book and he says, "Now, please, everyone, do not fret. There is a reason this has happened, and to all of you followers sitting at that table, know the only one of you that I know to be guilty is Priest MAXI. If you decide now, after this evidence, to leave his side, you will all be going free, and no one will be tried except for him. The crimes I speak of rest within this book. This book that was found by your heroes of Tristram within the lair of the Kingpin, who was in fact a inbred dragon, controlled and led by the very dark mage who has plunged our world into darkness. The very same dark mage who has allied himself with that very man, raising his hands, pointing to Priest MAXI. In here is thousands of written letters in Priest MAXI's writing and sealed with the official golden seal of the church, only possessed by Priest MAXI himself, detailing not only the fact that he sold innocent people to the Kingpin as slaves, that he kidnapped children, caused several people's homes to be burned down, as well as when the church ran out of food 2 months ago, began to feed all of the followers meat of the deceased slaves resting in the outlaws' refuge. Everyone just completely in shock, jaws dropped, eyes wide, vomiting beginning to happen. Specifically,
He said this. Emmy has used her staff's power to resonate the message, really hammering it in. It isn't quite an echo, but it gets a different kind of power to it, a different empowerment to really make it stand out. So nobody doubts that this is the truth.
As you do this, you see two of the people at the table, both of the elves, retch over, leaning to the side. Just, they're emptying their stomachs of all of the food they just began to eat a few minutes ago. Them turning back to Priest MAXI, looking in disgust and just hatred. As Priest Coxey kind of gives a chuckle, saying, "I told you guys not to eat the food. This is why I never ate the food." as Tyrael continues. This man stole the leadership of the church from me with these intentions. He never, ever had an honest or good bone in him. He is a monster. Not only that, he is related to the Dark Mage's family. As he holds up the very last page, opening it up, showing a birth document. MAXI Shineburst. Shineburst is the name of the Dark Mage. They are kin. As everyone, their eyes are locked on MAXI at this point, as Tyrael finally goes hushed. And Priest MAXI begins to... What is he talking about? This is obviously lies, everyone. You all know me to be your great church leader. I am Priest MAXI. I am no supposed Shineburst. As Khan looks to him, and even bound, spits in MAXI's face. And turns to Vadagar and says, as he falls from his chair, falling to the ground, laying prone, obviously because he's completely bound, so he can't catch himself or anything. He falls to the ground right in front of you, Vadagar, and he says, decapitate me. I am a fool to have been led by such a false prophet. As everyone is just even in more shock, as the right-hand man of Priest MAXI is willingly forfeiting his life from these accusations, as Priest MAXI turns to Khan and says, Khan, no, it is not true. I would not have led you false.
Right, Khan, your time of judgment will come, but we don't intend to so simply decapitate you. Riley, I'm gonna ask her do that thing, and Riley is going to cast Zone of Truth.
All right.
Okay, you create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range. Until the spell ends, a creature enters the spell. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether a creature succeeds or fails on the saving throw. An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such creatures can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains in the boundaries of truth.
All right, so Riley throws the Zone of Truth down, and everyone at the table is forced into potentially telling the truth. What do you ask? What do you say?
Well, first they got to make their saving throws.
Oh yes, of course. They're all commoner stat blocks, so
Yeah. If MAXI succeeds, I will silvery barbs it and follow it up with a command.
they don't worry, they all fail.
Okay, so Emmy would follow this up with a command spell saying nothing more than simply speak.
All right.
Care to repeat your claim of innocence, MAXI?
MAXI looks to you, his eyes locked on you, and he says, I fucking hate your kind, you sick, small freaks. What the fuck do you think you are doing on the surface? And then he quickly looks around, realizes what he said. I meant every word of that. I mean... And then you just go silent. You just stop talking.
Oh, yeah, the truth of MAXI. Now, Khan, tell me as well. Do you have any idea of his misdeeds?
No. I would have never allowed such sick and disgusting things to happen on my watch.
If that's the case, then we have no need to take your life. But what you should do is try to aid the people that he terrorized as a way of repent.
He looks to you on the ground, just looking up at you, kind of jerking his neck in an awkward position because he's still fucking laying prone. And he says, "You are correct, small one. Forgive me for my emotional response."
All right. And make a vow to me now, while under this magical truth of what your plans are, in order to accomplish this.
If
Or
allowed, I will
a vow that you will aid people.
If allowed, I will continue to serve as the right-hand man of whoever leads the church in his place. And I vow to do everything in my power to right the wrongs that he has caused.
That being said, I'll reach down and I'll say the command word and take the bindings off. Put that back in my pocket.
And in an
Like,
instant,
come
he
off.
shoots the fuck up, walks over, and just decks him straight in the jaw. Like, within a millisecond. Like, for a big man, he moves fast. Like, really fucking fast. Because it's like, before anyone can even stop him, like, you think he might kill him in the moment, but he just a deck. Just straight to the jaw. You hear the crack of the broken bone of his fucking side of his head, and Priest Maxi just fucking wobbles for a bit in his chair, like, still bound, obviously, and he quickly marches back over to the wall and he stands just at a tent.
Can't say you didn't deserve that.
He very much deserved it.
Yeah. What's this glowing thing here?
That's the zone of truth.
Son of truth.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That's just the center point.
And the two of you, strangers, did you have any idea of this? Of his deeds?
The elven woman in gold armor looks to you and she says, "No, no, please, no. God, no." Vomits again, thinking about the human meat thing. "I ate food there every day. Oh my God." And then the other one turns to you and says, "Yeah, I knew."
And I'm going to throw the binds at him.
You throw the binds. They quickly try to turn and get away, but they turn around to see the giant O with a guard behind them. Not happening. And then the fucking binds hit them right in the back and then tumble. They just tumble over onto the floor. Fuck! Maxi! This is not what you said the deal was.
What deal are you speaking of?
And it's at this time that the stranger begins to change shape. You see fur, horns begin to appear as revealing themselves
Ha!
is Mr. Tumnus.
Oh. Huh. Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
He says nothing. For the first time, he is not laughing.
Well, looks like we caught you pretty quickly, huh, Mr. Tumnus? Figured feeding human meat would have been something from your doing.
Come on, it was a smart idea, Vadagar. The people needed food, and there was nothing else that they had to eat.
I found something.
Yeah, you and your righteous ways. Wasn't so righteous when you
And-
helped me build those tunnels, were you? And once again, he laughs. Hee hee hee.
I could go for some
Second.
goat right now.
Oh, shit! Godak! Take a funny
Damn.
die! Oh my God, as Tumnus turns to you and he fucking scowls. I am not a goat.
Alright, that sounds like a great idea. How many here could go
I'm
for
curious.
a goat?
I'm gonna glance over at Atlan and see what his reactions are now.
Yeah, Alan, what do you see Tumnus reveal himself as he's bound in place.
Atlan is still. You can see it's starting to break through his mental fortitude.
Oh yeah.
His eyes are glowing as the magic spells in his mind are racing.
Oh yeah, and they're glowing blood red. The crimson just moon powers in you, just radiating, just like black and red streaks of magic are just emanating off your eyes. Your gaze fixed on Maxi and Tumnus.
People
So,
nearby
Maxi,
feel the
what was
area
this?
get cold.
So, Maxi, what was this deal you had with Mr. Tumnus?
Maxi looks to you and he says, "Like, I'd." Yeah, the deal was, and then he begins to tell you the deal. I'm trying not to tell you. The deal was simple. I allowed Tumnus to take the identity of one of my followers, killed them, so that there was an open slot for him to watch the town and watch all of you. So that when the time came, the Outlaws' Refuge could lead their strike as you all entered the monastery.
Now, the question is, what to do with the two of you?
Maxi looks to you and he says, "Do what you want, cretin of the earth." As Tumnus, however, says, "If you really think this is where my story ends, be honest with yourself, little dwarf." And as he says
Do these
this,
iron bands have a way to shackle someone's mouth?
Maxi's 100%. It's been modified, but Tumnus is not, just a regular. But as he says this, you see outside the windows, where the sunset was once bringing a glow into the room, it has fallen pitch black.
Can I counterspell?
Sorry, but this is the mage. This is the big boy, not counterspell in this one. As you see outside, everything just turns abyssal black, as if the tavern has been cut off from the rest of the world, isolated within a realm of shadows and abyss. As underneath Mr. Tumnus, a small little black circle quickly opens, and he looks up
As
and
this
says,
starts happening, can I fucking toss out some spells?
"Oh yeah, for sure. You can definitely toss spells at him right now, for sure."
Okay. First, I am going to try to banish him.
You're sending him home. That's doing a favor.
No, it's a harmless demiplane I thought we found in this one.
It's if you're not from. That's only if you're from this realm. If you're from this realm, you go to the Shadow Realm. If you're from another realm and you get banished, you go to your home plane.
Yeah. But that's only, he'll only stay there if I hold it for a minute. Right now, he's restrained. Just putting him outside the reach of the spell.
It's only after a minute that it becomes permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah. You only have one turn, so you have an action and your bonus actions to respond, because like I said, he's about to fall through a portal. That's going to happen within the span of 6 seconds. So you only got one. You have one chance if that's what you want to do.
So everyone's got a turn.
So we all have one turn.
Yeah.
Since Vadagar is the one who's actively doing this conversation, I would say, especially because he's the only one to notice, because no one else is looking at like actively out a window right now. Vadagar is looking at Mr. Tumnus, which is directly out, looking at a window.
Standing on the table, would I be able to see the portal?
Roll me perception, because obviously,
I'd love to.
There's a lot of people around. Big ass Godak right in your way next to with a God.
So there's some portal in the building or outside the building?
So the building has been separated from reality. Everything is black outside the windows, as if night has fallen in an instant. And a portal underneath Mr. Tumnus has begun to open.
Inside. So like Vadagar on that side of the table can see it. The rest of us, it's harder.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
On the perception.
Do people do a perception check to see if they notice?
Yes, I would definitely allow everyone to do it.
What about you, Nessa? What are you doing over there? Nessa, even here?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say you
Oh.
didn't even move when we were moving into position.
Hello.
Hello, Nessa. What'd
Oh,
you
yeah,
say?
I hear you.
Hearing-
okay.
Yeah, we're just waiting for you to do
Sorry.
something.
Sorry, I'm literally blanked out. I literally couldn't hear anything.
okay.
That's why I'm like
Perception
trying to
roll.
think.
Yes.
Perception. Got you.
So I will say this is definitely a hard perception roll to make because everything outside has gone black, so the inside of the tavern has gotten a lot darker, and the portal is literally just made of shadows, so it's very hard to see.
See Atlan's roll, and did he make it? Because if not, he can add the D8.
What was yours, Emmy? Because I didn't hear your
Oh,
roll
+8.
first.
I rolled a 15.
15. That's your total.
Yeah, that's my total. I can't
Yeah.
bardic. I can't do anything.
Yeah, Emmy, you do not see it.
But you can use inspiration.
23.
Yeah, that's right. I do have a funny dice that I can add to it.
Go ahead. I
Oh,
know you-
that adds 10, 25.
Okay, you do notice it then. Nessa, you notice it. Atlan, you do not notice it with your 15.
That's okay. I think that plays to the story. Like I said, Atlan's going through a lot inside his own mind.
Okay.
So would that mean I don't get a turn?
Yeah, Atlan, you will not realize Tumnus is following through the portal, so yeah, you won't have a chance to act in time. However, Godak, Emmy, Nessa, and Vadagar, everyone has a chance to do something. What is everyone doing?
Hold on. If I'm reading this
Let's have
right.
Vadagar start since he spotted it first.
I was gonna say, why don't we just roll initiative for it?
We could, yeah.
We got
Because I mean, depending if you guys do something, I might change what I'm gonna do.
Well, anyone within 30 feet of me has advantage. So Nessa and you're really on the edge. Nessa, you have advantage on it.
Yippee.
And
Because
I
my
want to point out,
dagger-
Laughter, I think seeing his teammates, if you guys do go ahead and attack Tumnus, I don't think Atlan would be able to restrain himself anymore, and he would fire something as well.
That's completely fine. That would make sense. Yeah.
So yeah, if it comes to blows, Atlan will blow.
Where do I get my initiative from? +1 initiative.
So Mr. Tumnus is right about to go in through a portal, right?
Don't bother
Yeah,
rolling.
there's a portal drop.
Don't roll initiative. We're just gonna go Vadagar, Godak, Nessa, Emmy, Atlan.
Oh.
We're gonna go
Yeah,
range
okay.
of closeness. I don't want to bother rolling initiative. It's not combat.
That's fine.
So Godak first is he's closer.
Yes, Godak. Yes, we'll go Godak first. I was just gonna go left to right, but that makes sense too.
I guess I don't know how this would work. I guess I could try to grab him and then Misty step him away from the portal,
Okay.
assuming well, this may or may not work, assuming that the portal's stationary and not locked on him though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think you can bring someone with you when you Misty Step, but you can definitely try to grab him and then drag him away from it or hold him up or something.
Well, if I can't do Misty Step, then I could teleport. The teleport thing only works if it's willing. With my Wildfire Spirit, I can teleport, but it has to be pretty sure it has to be willing. So,
Mm-hmm.
if they're unwilling.
yeah, if you're unwilling, I don't really have any other movement changing. I have Thorn Whip that I can technically pull a creature 10 feet towards me, but that would be a attack against their AC, I guess. And then if it succeeds, then I can pull away.
Yep, that works.
That's probably the only thing I got that could probably in this case. I don't have any teleportation things or whatnot. So yeah, I'll go into trying that, I guess.
Okay. In response to your magic, the portal sends up a shadow, and that acts as his defense. So Mr. Tumnus obviously can't really do anything right here to defend himself, so the portal's going to act as his defense.
Does he
Okay,
get,
so
well,
let's do-
Mr. Tumnus is restrained. Does he get advantage on his attack?
That's why I'm saying if it's like a check or anything, the portal will be Will like
Yeah.
a hand will come up to like attempt to stop him from grappling him or something like that. We'll make the check for him. So
So this will be a +11 to hit. So the hit attack. So
okay.
Yeah. So if it's an attack roll, does he get advantage? Is what I was asking.
I'll give you advantage, sure, but you're going against the portal, not his AC, because like I said, the
the
portal's
first one was a 25.
Jesus Christ, 25 to hit. Yeah, that
I got a
definitely
14
that
on the 20,
definitely hits.
and it only does about 2d6 damage. Well, actually, wait. Yeah, 2d6 damage, but it also pulls him 10 feet towards me.
Okay. So go ahead and deal the damage, and as he gets pulled towards you, you see the shadows underneath him instantly vanish, as the shadows underneath you, Godak, sprout up and cover your chest. As he begins flying towards you, your chest has become a shadow portal. So once again, who's acting next? Vadagar? He's still going to potentially get away.
Have any bonus actions or anything?
It's a regular turn, so you have just your regular turn.
Yeah, I'm asking Godak if he has any bonus actions or anything.
I figured if he did, he would have said it. That's why I went on. Do you have
I
anything?
mean, as far as things that I could potentially do in reaction to that, not really.
Okay. All right.
'Cause I don't have any
Now,
other
if he's
movements.
okay, so I have a few things I can try. So now the portal's gonna follow.
Yeah, so you have found out the portal does follow him. It's now on Godak's chest. Like the shadows underneath him, like they've disappeared. They've they ran up his body, and now like where his chest used to be yellow and like a kind of like a white tan, it's now just pitch black.
I'm gonna quicken spell. Now I'm gonna quicken spell a spell, and as I do this, you're gonna see chains erupt from different places on the ceiling in the corner, and they're all gonna come up from different corners and try to wrap around him.
Okay. As this happens, you see a bunch of little like shadowy arms reach around Tumnus attempting to defend him. It will act as his save for him.
Okay. So charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw. Okay. I go off the dark mages for this. That is does a 17 pass? I don't know. I think it's a little low.
Does not.
Damn. All right, hold on.
So
Dark mage portal. No, his portal magic's honestly pretty limited. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no, he gets bound in place. Your chains bind him.
So he's now not only restrained by the iron bands of binding, he's being suspended in the air by these infernal chains coming from different places on the.
Indeed, as you see the portal you see like the shadows on Godek's chest begin to instantly just fall, collapsing to the ground, and quickly you see them begin to like rats crawling up rope. You see them begin to whirl their way around the chains, beginning to try to make their way to Tumnus to wrap Tumnus up. Next action.
Okay. This is 9 points of fire damage.
Oh, you hear him scream. He heals out in pain. Ah, fucking hey! Hurry up, mage! You hear him scream out.
Should we just fucking try to kill him right here now in one turn?
Yeah.
You can try.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I didn't want to murder anybody in the tavern, especially in front of the entire town.
Yeah.
I know it's might not
Well,
be
I think-
murder per se, but
That is true.
Do we still get our ally actions?
No, that you do not get. This is just you guys.
you got
This
what,
is just-
17 of them?
Yeah, it's just you guys
Yeah,
in this
right.
moment.
Shoot, I'll get Grandma Gertrude in here.
Take a funny die, Atlan.
Thank you.
Okay. Do that.
Just turn around, let him slam into your shell.
Right.
The portal's on your chest,
Ha!
right?
No, now it's
I was gonna say, go
That-
back. Too bad you didn't send him to your pocket dimension with your fucking counterpart.
Oh, yeah, the vampire.
That would have been good.
Oh wait, no, Mr. Tumnus is a vampire. That wouldn't affect him because Mr. Tumnus is the one who bit him. Mr. Tumnus is the one who gave Godak's clone his vampirism in the first place.
Yeah, it's really. So he's no matter what, he's gonna be restrained for 24 hours because he can't break those anymore.
Yeah, that's for sure. But he could still get pulled away where he's safe.
Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and I am cast banishment.
All right. What do I need to make for this? As the portal, once you see, as you cast this, you see on your chains, like the portal, the shadows that are climbing, little hands once again, like they like reach out of it and they try to block the magic. What do I do here?
Another charisma save.
Just roll higher than a fucking 5, please. There we go.
No.
Dirty 20.
I would like to silver barbs.
Dirty.
Okay.
There, yeah, roll it again.
Silvery barbs. That still wasn't a great roll, so Dirty 19 is still one lower, but
Heightened spell. Roll again.
God damn, son of a bitch. I can't believe I actually rolled lower than a 10. Okay, that time I rolled higher than a 10. So yes, 19 is still the lowest roll.
Silvery barbs again.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Just don't roll. Just don't roll
Oh,
lower than a 9.
God.
Ha! That time was
You
a
allowed
fucking.
this to happen.
That was a 17 on the roll, so that was definitely better. So that's it's still dirty 19. Dirty 19 is still the highest roll.
Honestly, that's fine with my plans. I have different plans.
Dirty 19, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it all over again. I'm gonna cast banishment a second time.
Okay. Let's rinse and repeat. Well, you don't have your reaction any longer, so. But I can.
It's not. I'm not casting banishment as a reaction.
No, your silver barbs though.
No, but your silvery barbs was your
Yeah.
reaction. So that was a natural 20 on the roll.
And then I'm gonna heighten spell one last time,
Okay, so I do have to
eating
roll
up the rest of my fucking
that.
points.
Come on. Okay, that's a dirty 22, but still higher than the 19, which failed, which passed. I mean,
Yeah, 19 meets it, beats it. It was 19.
oh, I was so fucking close. I was so close to getting fucked there. I rolled a 10, and I was like, okay, a dirty 20 isn't bad, and then I rolled a 9, and I was like, please don't roll any lower than a 9, and I luckily didn't. So your banishment fails as the shadows continue to try to reach Tumnus. That I believe that is the rest of your actions. That's all your bonus actions. Yep. All right. So Atlin, and Emmy, you're the last two. Oh, and Nessa as well. Sorry, Nessa, Emmy, and Atlin. You still have your actions. What are you guys gonna do as you see these shadows trying to grab onto Tumnus and pull him to safety?
They're closer than I am, so you go first.
Yeah, Nessa for sure. Nessa, you go first.
Okay.
You saw Vadagar attack this guy, or not? Vadagar attacks him with the enchains. You see Godak attack him with a whip, so you know he's fair game to attack.
Summon my armor knight of the plate of the Knight's Fellowship.
Okay.
I can summon a spirit, and it obeys my commands. Any commands.
Okay.
So I'm gonna summon a night spirit. Just to tell him to grapple Tumnus.
All right.
So that I could also try and come over here and grapple Tumnus.
All right. So you're both gonna attempt to grapple
He
Tumnus.
is,
Yeah,
he is
we're
held
gonna-
in place right now by the chains.
I mean, do we
Probably
want
not
to
him.
attack him? Attack him?
Yes, yeah, because it's
Okay.
really not restraining him that's the problem. The problem is the portal taking him away.
So is the portal? Does it seem like it's like magnetized, drawing him in, or does it seem like he has to reach the portal?
It's shadows that are constantly following him. So whenever like he is pulled away from shadows from other places begin to follow him. So, like underneath Godak, the Godak shadow like riz up his body, created the portal. Now the shadows
Into
from
the
like
light.
the roofs and the floor are wrapping around the chains.
Bring
What
him
happens
to
if we
light.
cast light on? I was gonna say, what happens if we cast light on Mr. Tumnus?
I think it's too late for anyone to do that because I don't think anyone, unless Emmy's got light prepared, but I'm not sure.
Dancing lights.
Huh?
Oh,
I have
there you
dancing
go.
lights.
You have dancing lights?
Yeah.
Or bring
Dancing
him to
lights.
the fire.
Dancing lights move around, creating shadows and shit. Though.
I have light as a cantrip.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
four dancing lights, which can be placed close enough to each other that they will create a singular light.
But not enough light
And
to light
Alan
up
has
the.
the light. And
But the
Alan
problem.
has the light cantrip.
Problem is there's not enough light to light up the entire tavern to stop shadows from just reaching from other locations. Because if
Or they
any,
reach from
Right,
like
but if
20
we-
feet.
What I was saying is, if we cast light on Mr. Tumnus,
you
will
have
be cast like
yes, that's not the problem is that you've seen the shadows go into the light. If there's anywhere shadows are, they can move into the light. So someone is controlling the shadows via magic, and that is because if you look outside the windows, you have entered the shadow realm. You're actually in the shadow realm. So everything surrounding the outside of the tavern is shadows. They're leaking into the tavern. All of the shadows in the tavern, every shadow in the corners of the roof, in the corners of the boards, underneath chairs, all of these shadows are now magically being controlled and are being pulled
So, yeah,
towards
so
Tumnus. Unless you light up the
Okay, so they-
entire tavern and get rid of every shadow, there's still going to be a shadow that can try to reach him.
Idea for my turn, but Nessa, please carry on.
Yes, Nessa.
Well, I don't really know what I could do about the portal,
fucking
but we can
Just hammer him.
definitely drag. Yeah, I could probably. Ooh, wait a minute.
This has become a game of let's see if we can
Wait a-
kill Tumnus in a round before he escapes.
Let's see. Okay, let's
See
see.
how
let's
much
see.
damage we have.
Let's see. Let's see if we can permanently
I mean, I
cripple
could
Tumnus.
have.
Let's see if we can permanently
what I was trying
cripple
to get about.
Tumnus. Yeah.
Too bad I didn't try to actually damage him. So I was waiting to see what other people would do.
I could trip attack him, but I don't know how much that's gonna deter him. With my attack.
I mean, it wouldn't do anything to him because he's
15
being
attack,
suspended right now by my
Yeah.
chains.
Is he still at like boss level hit points like he was when we fought him?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, that's fucked.
All right.
Well,
Nessa's
he's
just
not.
gonna.
He's not in his big boy form, but he's still obviously a boss. He's not in his huge form. His huge form has a lot more health, obviously. When he was giant and you guys fought him, that was like a prepared thing. But this is obviously his regular form, so he still has good HP. But because he's a boss, but he's not a tank like Gore or like Kingpin. Like think Kilkari. Kilkari was a boss, but y'all killed her in like 2 rounds.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
you're-
focused fire. None of our last like 2 characters. That's okay. I'm still looking.
Nessa, what you want to just you did get a long rest, Nessa, by the way, so you could because you slept.
Yes.
So you get your laser beams and shit back. So if you want to just fucking,
Gee, I don't think I want to go there in front of me.
he's not in front of you. He's Mr. Tumnus is in the middle of the air being suspended on chains.
Oh, he's literally Okay. So good.
What against
okay.
weapons I hit? So I'm like, your trip won't work.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, that definitely. Okay, I could definitely try and hit him, aim at him with it.
Hit the pinata.
Eye of Sauron. I forget my plus to hit with the ray. I believe it's plus 12. It is 17 plus. Ooh, 29 to hit, Mr.
Oh,
Tumnus.
you fucking nail him.
All right. If I remember, it's 2d12 of each or 3d12 of each. Three. So I have to roll the. No, it was 2 because of lightning. You have to roll the cold.
Oh, he's frozen and he's paralyzed. I'm not even gonna bother. He's already fucking locked in place.
I got it, guys.
20 on the cold.
20 damage on the cold. Okay.
Oh wow, but I roll crap on the lightning. Okay. I'll attack again.
You beam him a second time.
Fucking action surge bonus.
Yeah, we're gonna do this a while. 17. I'm gonna use precision to
That hits.
add to that.
That hits already. 17 hits.
Oh well, not even going to add it. Never mind.
And you should be getting advantages too, right, from him being
I
restrained
should, but I'm.
and paralyzed.
Yeah, I should as
Point, if you
well.
manage not to hit, it's just GG.
Yeah, even if I somehow
Well, I
manage
mean-
not to hit.
But like,
Roll
you
a D.
could
Yeah, but you
ro-
could roll an extra D20. Like you could roll a nat 20.
I know.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Ah!
Oh, what?
Wow.
Okay.
And who has?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Alan has the
Okay.
god
Alan
die.
has,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting a tattoo of Vadagar on my right arm right now for good luck.
Roll a second d20.
Roll
Let's see how
another.
hard
Now
you
you gotta
crit.
roll your D20. Yeah.
Oh my god. Whew. Okay.
So
That
regular,
scared me for a
regular
bit.
2 times damage.
All right, regular 2 times damage. So that's
Unless you added
4.
inspiration onto it,
Could add a funny die, of course. Yeah.
or you have your
Actually-
bardic inspiration, don't you?
I
Yep.
do.
Bardic inspiration, I do not
Yeah, you
allow
can
to
add
be.
that.
I do not allow bardic inspiration to be added to that. No.
But that's fine
But a
because
regular
it has to
inspiration
be a
can't do it.
failed roll.
All right.
Funny dice
which
is
is
one thing, but yeah, not bardic inspiration.
Yeah. Which? Oh,
Yeah, that's
funny
fine.
dice is a D6.
D12.
D12.
D20
D12.
or D12. Sorry, yeah.
D12.
D20.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, D.
Oh,
Good try, Vadagar. Good
Funny
try.
Vadagar.
Okay, 31 cold damage.
Did you not use an inspiration on it or no?
No, I'm gonna use it on the lightning because I rolled pitifully on that
No,
one.
no.
And I
It's
felt bad.
you took. I was gonna
Oh,
say
is
that
it
that
for
D20 would
extra
add
crit
to.
modifier?
It would do it so you do 3 times damage.
Oh! I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So
So if you
3
just you don't even need to
times,
roll
so-
it because
Don't
if you
even
roll
get-
at least a 1, you get it.
Well, I mean, he should roll it though, because if he rolls a 10 or a 12 or higher, he can 4 times damage.
It would be 20, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So
Roll
roll,
the
it.
dice.
Roll the
D12.
d12 and see.
Do it.
Let's see what you get. You go from a 10 to a
16.
16. So
16.
3 times damage. Almost. You almost got
Yeah, so
there.
All right.
31. So you got 31 on the first 2, and then roll another one for the lightning, like another 2
So,
dice or
1,
whatever.
2, 3. So it's 2, and then it's times 3. So 2, 6. Oh my god.
Well, roll 2d12s to add to your first rolls.
Yeah, I'll roll 2d12 to. So it was 31
Plus
plus 6.
6, so 37.
So 37.
Okay.
and then
cold damage.
6 d12s.
6 d12s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that is 6. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, 51 lightning.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. I think that was my extra attack. Now I'll action surge and attack him again.
Now, how many advantages does he have? Because he's paralyzed, he's restrained by the chains, he's restrained by
Yeah,
my
ho-
infernal chains.
Yeah, how many advantages would I have?
3.
3? Yeah.
3. So
3,
1.
so you roll a total of 4 d20s.
4 d20s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then plus my modifier to hit again. Alright, I'll just add it to each one. So I got an 18. So 18 plus 12, that is a 30, yeah.
30, yeah.
So that's definitely gonna hit. 2d12. 13 on the cold. And 12 on the Latinin. And
Another 25.
Okay.
another 25. That we don't get our companion actions,
No,
but
they-
does the spirit count as a companion? Are we gonna
you used an action, like a bonus action, to summon that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's a
you
bonus action.
That you can control.
Ooh!
You have used
Fun.
You have
Your extra,
actively
with your
used
action
the
surge, you
attack.
get your extra attack back too, don't you?
He already did that.
Oh,
Did you not?
wait, I did
Oh,
not
no,
did
that's
that.
So he
attack
did his
on the
attack,
first-
extra attack, and then action surge, and you should attack and extra attack again,
Yeah.
right?
It's only haste that only gives you 1 attack.
Okay.
Haste doesn't
Mm.
proc multi-attack, but everything else does.
Okay.
So I'll attack again with as many. Hold on, with as many advantages, probably still.
4 d20s.
So 4 d20s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god!
Maybe I want some more.
Treating Tumnus like a dirty whore.
No, it was teetering right on the 20. The 17 plus
19.
12.
Roll ahead.
19 plus.
Oh, 19.
Regardless, that
That's a
fucking
9.
hits.
Oh, that is so scuffed. I thought that was a 3. That is a 19.
Yes, either way.
19 plus 12. That is 31, 32?
32 more damage?
Yeah, 31. So let's see how many let's see how the damage cold first. Ooh, 13 cold. I might get 12 lightning again if I'm lucky. Ah, 9. Okay.
Okay.
Was hoping for
So he's taking
dittos,
about
but
almost like
that's gonna be it.
150 damage so far, right?
And then the knight has a stat block.
He's just about at bloody.
Oh, oh, knight, smack him in the face. Smack him in the face. He's gonna. He can multi-attack for 2 melee attacks.
Okay.
Alright, so he's gonna just. I'm gonna roll these 2 now. Just add the +5s. 18. So 1 hits. 18 plus 5.
Yeah.
You gotta roll 4 d20s for each of those.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Even for him. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. Let me. So I'll roll just 2 more.
The
18.
first hit, yeah.
And it's just a +5. So yeah, 18 plus 5.
23.
Which does hit.
Which does hit.
I wonder if a 23 hits if we hit with a
Second
7.
hit.
17.
18 plus 5 again.
So that hits.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the goodness right here. 2d6, 2d6. So that's 46 plus 6. Plus 6 to this roll. 4, 12 plus 6, 18. And that
That will
will
bring
be
him to block.
Nessa's turn.
Nessa, you strike him.
Oh, he's bloody.
You manage to raise your hands like a pistol or your shield, actually, sorry, because you shoot it from your shield. You raise your shield and you beam 4 total, just straight up at Tumnus, and you manage to land right between each of the chains that are binding him, striking him 4 times in the same arm, lighting him up from his wrist all the way up to his shoulder. Just, you hear him screaming out in agony and pain, swearing vengeance on all of you as your spectral guard runs up, and with the sword you see him slice the arm clean off, the goat's arm toppling down to the ground. Fuck! Him screaming out in bloody anger and pain. As we go to Emmy's turn.
Okay, so quick
Cast light
question.
on him.
I do not have the light cantrip.
Well,
But-
we already told, the DM already told us that that's not going to work because the shadows
Yeah, that's
can go
not
through
gonna work.
light.
I have a plan. I just
but
can't
real-
do both.
Yeah, but
Oh.
but realizing that the shadows are the spell's origination, could I try to channel magic through my staff to maybe cast daylight if I roll high enough on a spellcasting modifier?
You don't have the
Right, that's a pretty high level spell, eh?
yeah, that's
Daylight is a 3rd level spell.
3rd level spell, but also you don't have it. You're a bard. You don't prepare spells. It's just a spell you don't know. Correct?
Correct. Yes.
Would you have you seen it performed like this before? Like,
She
so-
came to the world as an 8th level bard, so she's seen other high level spellcast. It requires a level 5 character to cast. So
I
yes,
know,
she's seen clerics use it before.
okay.
She would have, yeah. She lives in a world where shadows are also used,
Okay.
and you fight vampires.
Let me
Alan
think.
can cast it. He doesn't regularly have it ready for the day, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Trying to think of how I can do this.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
there a way
just
that we can
asking
try
if
to
it would be
dispel this
possible.
round of shadows? to
doesn't
maybe
the
get a
bard
second
have an
round on 'em?
ability, or certain bard subclasses have the ability to mimic other spells? Is that what you're talking about?
All bards get it at higher levels. I get to take a spell from the wizard
10th
subclass,
level.
or
Yeah,
from the wizard. Yeah,
10th level.
What's the ability called in bard?
it's just bardic knowledge, I
Yeah,
think.
bardic knowledge, correct.
I was going to say, is there a way that we can try to dispel the shadows for at least this round to try to get it on him?
Definitely not. That you're in the
Yeah,
shadow.
no.
You're in their realm.
Yeah.
The dark mage has pulled the tavern somewhere else, so this is his domain currently. I'm gonna say Emmy. Sadly, no, only because
Okay.
you are in the shadow realm. There is so much just black energy. You can feel it. Like it's like surrounding your magic. Like everything outside the tavern you can feel is just empty, just
Yeah.
black.
Okay.
It's just, there's no
Okay, great.
sunlight for you
I
to
just
pull
wanted
from.
to ask.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask before I tried anything. Then I am gonna yeah, I'm gonna use my action to cast dancing lights on him. Not that I expect it to do a lot on its own, but it will at least try to keep the shadows away from him. So I'll have them like in a
See,
circle around him.
So that's what I was saying. The shadows that are going to him are not from him, right? You like
Oh, I know.
there's light on him right now, like from the fire, from like the torches. There's light currently on him. The shadows
Yeah,
are
but he's
coming
not
from.
fully illuminated, is my point. And I want to use these dancing lights to fully illuminate him, hopefully buying time and also sending a message
That's what
to
I'm saying. Like I said,
Atlas.
even if he was fully illuminated, that would destroy his
Okay.
shadows. But the shadows that are going to him, they're showing that they don't care about light.
Yeah.
They're going from somewhere else
Yeah, okay.
into light.
Okay, so she could just verbally communicate. So she'd yell to Atlas, Atlas, can you light up the whole tavern?
So you did put the dancing lights on him, correct?
Yeah, I did, yeah, with my
Okay.
action.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
With my bonus action, no, there's nothing that really makes sense for me to do other than.
Yeah, you summon the dancing lights. You attempt to. You see them, like you see the shadows underneath Tumnus, like in his suspended state, like they instantly begin to disappear as the lights envelop him. But the shadows that are reaching out to him, it's like they don't even care. They're crawling into the light like a beast trying to crawl onto land. Like they're just they don't stop. They just keep going.
Okay.
And Atlan.
So yeah, that's my turn.
Final person to act. As you see, the shadows have almost reached him. The dancing lights enveloping him. He is missing an arm, dripping blood profusely. What do you do?
What I need to do is figure out a space that has less than 9 creatures in it around him. Okay, so I think with my movement, I can just get up right about here next to him in Godot. And I'm casting Leoman's Tiny Hut over us.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Is interesting.
That's a spell I always
Small
have handy as
problem.
my class ability.
If you do this, this would destroy the chains binding Tumnus because a house would form around him, destroying the chains, and you would free him.
Well, he's still paralyzed and
down by
restrained by
the-
the shackles.
Yes, but he would
So
drop to the ground, which is where the shadows came from first. The floor.
But now he's lit and
Yes,
he's
but
inside a
like I said,
space
they're
that
seeping.
does not allow magic from the outside in.
That is true.
Because Leon's
Spells and
tiny.
other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
That is true. This is a legendary creature, though.
This is a legendary move by Atlan. I'll be honest.
This is very smart. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I'm just trying to.
Because I think even if we were to kill him out of character, if we were to kill him, he would just be pulled through the portal and he would resurrect and we'd see him again somewhere as a bigger, badder asshole than he is now. So I'm trying to get him to stay. Whether we kill him or not, we need to also keep his body here.
I'm just trying to think, because if counterspell doesn't work in this instance against the Dark Mage's magic, would Atlan's tiny hut? That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
It's not a direct.
So first off,
counterspell is a direct.
Doesn't work because I can't even see him. I can't see the caster. I can't cast counterspell.
He's saying in reference to counterspell, like we don't normally get to counterspell the dark mage.
Regardless, yes.
It's not a direct spell confliction. I cast my spell. He would need to somehow overcome the the spell as written in text, spells and other magical effects can extend through the dome. So his shadows would have to find a way to get inside the dome and then also, pull him through the portal or whatever. So I'm feeling like as long as we can keep light inside the dome and his shadows can't penetrate the tiny hut, then we
Okay.
have this spell last 1 minute. We have 1 minute to figure something out.
Okay. And even if you do kill him in that 1 minute, the minute the tiny hut's gone, he'll be pulled through the shadows. So I'm just trying to figure out what's the plan here, because this is a minute. If you're gonna kill him, you can kill him in this minute. Sure, you can probably finish him off. I won't even make you guys roll your attacks or anything, because like it's like 10 turns. You're just gonna murder him. But like I said, the second the tiny hit's gone, you're still in the shadow realm, and his body's still gonna be.
I've got a plan.
Okay.
So you're
Care to
saying that
share it?
Atlan's plan has worked?
I mean, yes, he's
No,
currently.
well,
If that's what we're. I mean, I can't really argue with that.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, wait.
Perfect.
Let me.
Absolutely perfect.
Duration is 8 hours.
Okay.
Casting
We're
time is
just-
1 minute. The duration is 8
But
hours.
I've got an
Well,
idea. So like once this spell
Still takes a minute to
you said
cast.
the spell's gone through.
No,
Good.
it takes a minute to cast.
Oh, Lehman's tiny hut takes a minute.
That's what I was confused. I thought it
That's-
lasts a minute.
yeah,
no,
there
it's
you-
casting
Oh,
time
that's
is
the-
1 minute.
Never
That would've
mind.
been super fucking.
That would
epic.
have been really good.
No,
Okay, that would have been. I was about to shit my pants. Like, wow, Tumnus is really just gonna die here. I
no,
guess.
I know. I was gonna.
I was
break this
really
for you.
bummed. I wanted him to take a bunch of
You can
injuries.
put him on. I'm gonna take one of yours.
I love
I was
that
gonna say, you know what would
energy.
have been great is that we could have killed him, and then I just banish his corpse back to his home plane.
All right, hold on.
The Dark Mage is a multiversal traveler. You think he's not
don't
gonna
I
just go
still
there and
have-
grab him? Fuck.
Not to try to, if you want to end this where we are now, that's fine.
Oh no, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna finish
no,
this.
not like end our session,
Oh,
but
okay, yeah,
end
yeah.
this idea of casting the tiny hut. I think I still have one spell.
Yeah, because
that
it's
I
a
can
minute
alter.
casting. Yeah, because it's a minute casting time. That definitely is not gonna work.
Well,
I
do you
can't-
still have a blood infusion spell?
That's what I'm saying. It's a spell that, because of my subclass, is automatically part of my repertoire every day. It does not take a slot to have it memorized.
Okay.
Will you allow me to alter it to maybe be an instant cast and allow me to, maybe some other cute features we can work out at a later date.
Oh,
but
you want to use your last blood charge to infuse this
Yeah.
spell? I would say you could use a blood charge to infuse the spell, but
Fucking amazing.
but its casting time down from a minute to 6 seconds. No, that is definitely
Alright,
too
no,
much.
then I'm not using it. Nope, that's fine. That's fair.
Yeah, I would-
I just
I could definitely like make the tiny hut cool. Like we can definitely give it some cool features, but like I said, this would not making it go from a minute to 6 seconds. That's just way too. Yeah, that's not-
fair. No, that's fair.
Because the whole reason
it's
Lehman's tiny hut's like that is to stop it from being abused in combat as a shelter device.
I'm aware,
So
yeah.
me doing that, it's like you have the sanctuary, you've got like a shelter device now. I definitely can't do that. That's gonna make Act 2 so much harder on me.
Oh. Well, I don't have sanctuary.
Well, I mean, I can make a shelter in a reaction. Like it as a
Yes,
in
but
action.
yours isn't magic immune. Yours is a stone fucking fortress that can be destroyed. His is
True.
magic immune.
It's basically gonna put him in a world of shadow because it's just gonna be dark inside unless he's got the dancing lights on him, I guess. But.
Yeah. But that's not what Vadagar's talking about. He's talking about the fact that he can summon a fortress instantly. It's his stone fortress, but his stone fortress is just like walls that act as defense. Your
Yeah,
fortress,
isn't it dark? It's dark in there in a
yeah, but he's just talking about the fact that like he can cast it instantly, like that, but you can't cast yours instantly. But the reason why you can't cast yours instantly is because yours is magic immune while his
Correct.
is not.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's a balance. All right, so let me.
It's fine. We just get to level 18 and just cast wish on it. It's fine. I wish Liam's tiny hut is only one action.
Well, I mean, I guess it could be something you train to.
Yeah. I'm
I would say flat out no,
Fine.
because like I just said, Liamon's tiny hut is a magic immune area. I'm not giving that to be
Yeah.
able to be abused in combat.
Yeah, we're
No,
just,
and that's
just
fine.
getting
Act
there.
2 would
I
be a
totally respect that.
nightmare.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
and I have Baba
It
Yaga's
was not my
blood,
intent.
then-
If I do alter that spell, it wouldn't be my intent to break it like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just thinking of, again, in this moment, I don't want Tumnus to leave again. I think
I was
even
gonna
if
say,
we
in
kill
this
him,
moment with the fury of Atlan, because Atlan's been so quiet for sessions. Can he
Even
reach
if
in
we
and-
were to kill him, the Dark Mage would just suck his body back and revive him or whatever, and we'd see him again, probably stronger and with more of a chip on his shoulder or whatever, you know. But he's bloody.
Oh yeah, he's bloody.
Uh,
I'd say Atlan's Rage is time to come out.
does my Blood Eclipse / Moonbeam create light? It does radiant damage.
Yeah,
I'd say
I would
sure.
say it does.
Dim light, yeah, like a moon, like a red glow, like a blood moon's glow.
Well, dim light still is. I mean, I was thinking something bright enough. It's
Well,
pale light.
yeah, it's all your stuff
and
is all
light.
moon based originally, and now it's blood moon based, so it definitely would be like a
Yeah.
red light. It would be a red hue.
Yeah, probably not enough.
Taking him to the red light district.
If anything, it's creating more shadows.
Kinky.
He's restrained enough. A
Oh.
whole person wouldn't make a difference.
I'd say just go for the blood, bro. Go for blood.
No, again, I don't want him to die, and then again, the mage is just going to bring him back. We'll see him again. This would just be silly to.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't want to
make
kill
him.
somebody
I'm
in the
not gonna
middle of the
make him
tavern.
come back stronger. He'll come back, sure, but he ain't gonna come back stronger. He's just gonna come back undead.
I mean, if we're going to see him
Yeah,
3-4
knowing the
levels
stuff
from
that
now,
you
he's got to be
pull.
stronger. Just makes sense that
um,
if we encounter him again, he's got to be.
Like I said, y'all will understand how I'm taking the direction for the campaign for Act 2 when we end Act 1, because some stuff is gonna happen. You'll see. Just like I said, don't. What you've known to grow from this Act 1, Act 2 is gonna be, let's say, not as hard. It's gonna be a little. It's also gonna be a little more
All right,
balanced.
then let's make this dramatic and fun for everybody who's still watching.
Yeah.
I would bonus action Blood Wings,
Go into the
rise
air.
up into the air just below the ceiling, and my hand would glow in my purple red magic for about a moment, and then Kamehameha sort of guiding bolt at 4th level.
4 advantages. 3
at him.
advantages. 3 advantages.
If you roll on that 20,
four-
you have
four
the golden
D20s.
dice.
4
D20s, yeah.
D20s.
Oh, that would be so epic.
Watch a crit here.
If you double crit, please.
Damn.
No, you guys
Ooh.
fucked it up too much. That means what's the lowest there? 11, or the highest is 11. That's a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
That's 8d12 plus 2d12 per level, so that's 14d12. Do I need to split radiant versus blood damage?
No.
Well, isn't a vampire weak to radiant?
Right. Yes. Mr. Cummings is a vampire. I'm not looking at stat block right now. Yes.
Sorry.
Radiant, yes.
Okay, so that would be 7 radiant, so this would be doubled.
14.
Well, no, I think he's rolling 7d12s.
Oh, 7d12s, right.
So
that's
116.
116 for radiant damage. That is doubled.
Holy shit. As you fucking strike him, you take off a large chunk of his face, you blast him, and one of his horns comes flying clean off, and a large portion of his skull you see like a burn marks, like someone who's been burned, just gushing and just all gnarly looking and fucked up.
Okay, then the other 7, this is blood damage. Another 45.
45.
God fucking damn, Atlan.
Is he dead?
No, he's not, but he loses
Is it worth the funny die?
No, it's definitely not D12. It's not D12 close. If you had 4 to drop, I'd say if you had 4 to drop,
I have 3.
If you want to drop them, I'd say 3 is close.
It's not. Like I said, he's just gonna come back later.
I'm so sad I'm not playing the Bard subclass that can add a d8 to damage.
But yeah, you blast him.
No, hold on. Divine. Oh, it's got to be a first level spell. I
Yeah.
upped it to 4th. Never mind.
Yeah. But you
I was
blast
gonna
him.
say I
You
can add
blast
like
him good.
D8 and
Half
D12.
of his face, his skin is just like peeling off, ripping to like ripped to bits. His horn has flown
So-
off. Most of his fur is just like singed, and like and you can see like half of his smile, his teeth through his face, like Two-Face, like perfect example, Two-Face. He kind of looks like Two-Face right now. Like half of him looks normal, half of him is all fucked up as he looks to you, and your eyes lock, Atlan, as the shadows begin to wrap around him, and with very little life in his voice left, like
Oh.
gritting teeth in pain, he says to you, I will do to Theoden what I will do to you what I did to Theoden. And as he says this, his entire body begins to like a mummy being wrapped in cloth. The shadows begin to wrap around him, and the chains, they just begin to fall limp as just in the thin air just begins to collapse in on itself like a black hole. And Tumnus's body is just disappeared, but his arm still lies on the ground.
We can still eat goat.
Damn. I was gonna say, like the shadows take him away, leaving the
What was that? Or you cut out there? The shadows take him away, but leaving. What was that?
iron bindings behind?
Oh yeah. They just drop to the ground.
Is his arm holding anything of importance?
Nope, just a chill, just a
No.
goat's arm. You got a trophy though.
Hey, yeah. Let's
Eh.
hang it.
And
Let's
his horn.
hang.
We got his horn too.
And his horn. Yes,
Okay.
his horn's also on the ground as well.
So at this point,
Priest
this-
Maxi looks around. What the fuck just happened? Why didn't they take me?
'cause you're irrelevant. Anyways,
Oh, fucking vicious mockery damage to Priest Maxi, max damage. Holy shit.
that's 12 damage.
He takes
12 psychic
12
damage.
damage. Dunk. Ow.
And Emmy would turn to the whole tavern, looking around, probably seeing distraught faces at what just happened,
Yeah.
and she will keep it short.
What?
Do not worry, people of Tristram. This is nothing we won't be able to handle. What you saw today was justice being brought to Priest Maxi, and some of the power of the powerful mage we have to fight to free this land. But worry not, we will not fail.
And as you say, we will not fail, you're standing right in front of the hallway leading to the door, which was pitch black. But as you say this, the sunset becomes one once again. All of the light outside the building returning to you as you're bathed in just golden radiant light as the sun slowly begins to set behind you, as all of the light dims to black, as the only lights left are the flickering fires of lanterns, torches, and the fire of the camp. And with that, we wrap up another day's session. Priest Maxi has been arrested. Khan has vowed to take the side of whoever leads the new church. And now we can finally begin the steps towards the actual finale of Act 1 of Whispers from the Abyss. As always, I've been your host, the D&D Orphan, signing off to all of you lovely adventurers at home. Everybody, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And as
I hope
always,
we were entertaining.
if you did enjoy, please make sure to drop a like, leave a subscription, a comment, and hit that notification bell. Helps the channel out a lot. And we'll see all of you beautiful adventurers on another day. Peace out. All right. And with that, that is the session over. We will pick up next week what do you guys? I will just like I'll have this handled outside of the game. What do you guys want me to do with Priest Maxi? You have arrested him. He is in jail. You're good to do whatever you want with him. Just tell me what you want done with him, and then I'll put him somewhere on the map, like locked up or whatever, and he can just stay there until you decide either to execute his ass or whatever you guys want to do.
I'll let the originals take it from here.
I know Atlan originally had a plan for him.
Well, to roleplay it out a little bit, once Tumnus disappears, Atlan would turn with his glowing eyes, still really pissed and really like ready to unleash stuff. But seeing that he's surrounded and contained and he's revealed, obviously, I don't want any more bloodshed. I'm glad we didn't actually kill Tumnus.